Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel, guys. And so already starting off with a great kick return here for the Birmingham Stallions, in which they're going to take over here at the Generals 45-yard line here. So excited to see how are they going to look offensively here. I mean, got off to a great start to start off this season here. Jamar Smith at quarterback throughout this season, over 1,500 yards passing, 10 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. How is he going to perform today? Can the offense come out here with some consistency against a defense that led the USFL in terms of points allowed this season? Can he come out here and get it going here? I'm going to be interested to see how quickly can this offense get going in this one. That's going to be a huge part. The Breakers defense versus the Birmingham offense. But here we go. Takes the snap and back in the backfield. Gonna hand it to the back out the right side there, and he immediately picks up about 8 yards on the carry. Marable's the back in the backfield. We got second down coming up here. Second and about 2. Again, took the snap there, hand the ball off the right side there. Excellent blocking there. The hole was there and picked up 8 solid yards there on a play. Great start there for the Birmingham Stallions early in this one, and they're going to want to try to cap this one off early and try to get into the end zone. Here we go, shotgun formation here. 3 receivers towards the top of the screen, 1 tight end. Here goes the back as well in the shotgun. They're going to hand it to the back off the right side there, and he's going to pick up a first down. All right, so now we've got 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line right now. So Birmingham, started off with the great field position on the kick return there. And so already got the first down there, keeping them on the ground, back-to-back plays here. Let's see if they can keep this going the duration of the game right now. But I like what I'm seeing so far offensively from the Birmingham Stallions. Again, Smith at quarterback here. Shotgun formation. You got 3 receivers towards the top of the screen here, 1 tight end, bottom of the formation. Takes the snap there. Going to hand it to the back again. And the back tries to bounce towards the left side there. And he's going to pick up about 3 yards on the carry. So we've got 2nd and 7 coming up here at the New Orleans 29-yard line right now. And again, this defense averages about 16.4 points per game allowed, which is atop the USFL. So the Breakers defense definitely knows how to get after it. They got a lot of key playmakers on that defensive side of the ball here. So if you're Birmingham right now, you've got to take advantage of this opportunity, this fast start to the game here. But now they've got trips towards the bottom of the formation, out of the shotgun formation here. Smith take the snap here. Bad snap, falls on it. Gonna lose yards on that one. Just take that one and pretty much eat that one. Lost some yards on that one. You cannot have plays like that transpire. Smith says that's on him right there, but you just cannot have mistakes like that happen. The drive is going so well here for the Stallions, and then something like that just absolutely pushes you backwards. You don't want to see that happen. All right, so here we go, guys. 3rd and 12 after the second down mishap there by the Stallions. Let's see if they can recover from this. They're going to go 5 wide here. Breakers got 4 guys sitting in the line here. Takes a snap out of the shotgun, looking. Throws it across the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. A little behind the receiver there, but it's incomplete. So 4th down coming up here at the Breakers 34-yard line, and that's going to be the offense coming out right there. And so they got off to a good start, but ultimately that faltered second down play, that did hurt. Mitchell had a chance to get that reception right there, but ultimately it just didn't work. So let's see what the Stallions are going to opt to do. Will they opt to go for the field goal attempt here, it looks like. This is going to be a 52-yard field goal attempt. 12 minutes to go in the first quarter. Again, the first drive of the game. All right, snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. Kick is no good. A little to the left that time. Hooked it to the left. And so the Stallions, what was a promising drive to begin with, come away with no points there. So the Breakers defense catches the big break on that one. And Smith and the offense knows that they left some points on the table in this one. So now when we come back from the commercial here, we'll get to see the Breakers for the first time here on offense and see what they can do against the Stallions defense here. But man, what a missed opportunity here from the Birmingham Stallions there. Offense came out, looked pretty good, was able to run the ball early on, but just could not finish the drive. But again, right now we are currently at the commercial here. But again, right now, currently at the commercial here. Again, just to recap last drive, the Stallions had the football first. But, I mean, they had great field position, started off already in Breakers territory, but was unable to capitalize there. Ended up missing the field goal attempt. That was a result of the second down botch play in which Smith just had to fall on the football there after the bad snap. That he was not able to handle the snap. And so, but we'll see what the Breakers can do offensively here when we get back from the commercial. All right, so here we go. So this time it's going to be Kyle Slaughter and this New Orleans offense going to be taking the field here for the first time here. And so again, Slaughter, he had just under 1,800 yards passing, which was second in the USFL during the regular season here. And so I mentioned the defense of the Breakers here, but it's going to be really on the offense here. Can they come out here and score some points early here and try to put the pressure on the Stallions here as they are on the road here? Again, during the regular season, they finished 6-4 throughout the regular season. All right, so immediately we're going to come out with Jordan Ellis in the backfield here. So one back in the backfield, three receivers, and a tight end. Stallions, they got four guys on the line. Going to take the snap here. Play fakes. Kyle's looking. Going to throw it deep. And, oh, what a reception there by the wide receiver. So what a catch right there on the first pass. Their first play by the offense had the play fake there and a reception. Nice pass, nice catch, and a fresh new set of downs to work with here for the Breakers. And that time you see he just went behind his own coverage there. And it was just, honestly, great catch right there as well. Used one hand there because, I mean, the defensive back was holding his finger the other hand. Sorry, he could not make the play on the ball. Great job there by Taylor to still make the catch. All right, so we go again for right now for the Breakers in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap here. Looking. Quick pass there to the tight end. He catches it. Room to operate here before stepping out of bounds there. Picks up about 7 yards on the play. Now we got 2nd and 3 coming up at the Birmingham 25-yard line. So just like that, a couple plays back to back here passing. Coming out early in this one, establishing the pass game, and it's paying off early in this one. 2nd and 2 coming up here. Again, first quarter, 11 minutes and 20 seconds to go. All right, shotgun formation here. Trips toward the bottom of the formation. You're going to toss it to the back here on the bottom of the screen here. And he's going to pick up enough for the first down here, taking it to the 20-yard line of the Stallions. Again, Jordan Ellis throughout the regular season had 150 carries for 596 yards, average 4 yards a carry, and 4 rushing touchdowns. Going to line up in the shotgun here. Receiver goes in motion. Takes the snap. Looking. Quick pass to the receiver. And so he catches it. Looking for room to operate here. Going to pick up a few yards here. So now we've got 2nd and 8 coming up. So 2nd and 8 coming up here from the Birmingham 18-yard line. So far, Kyle, lately he's been getting the ball out quickly. Offensive line doesn't have to really worry about it when you get the ball out quickly. So I like what the Breakers are doing so far here with the football. And so, Braden, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say, let's go Breakers. Meanwhile, they hand it to the back off the right side there, and he's going to pick up about a good 6 yards on the carry. So now we've got 3rd down coming up. Sorry, about good 4 or 5 yards in that carry. So 3rd down coming up, 3rd and about 4 at the Birmingham 14-yard line. So we've got Braden here rooting for the Breakers here. And, of course, I'm rooting for the Stallions here in the first quarter with about 9 minutes and 45 seconds to go. 3rd down here, 3rd and 3. Can the Breakers break this game open with a touchdown, or will the Stallions defense come up big here? Let's see. Shotgun formation again. You've got 3 receivers and a tight end. Stallions showing pressure. Receiver goes in motion. Stallion and the Breakers take the snap here. And, oh, what a fling of the arm on that one. He flinged it forward on that pass, found a receiver, and was able to get the first down. So now we got 1st and goal coming up here for the Breakers from about the 7-yard line. So that time the pressure got there. I thought the Stallions were going to get Slaughter for a sack, but that time he kept his wits about him there and just flinged it forward. It looked a little Patrick Mahomes-like on that play. But what an excellent job just to keep the play alive, honestly. All right, but here we go. 1st and goal here. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Going to take the snap here. Going to hand it to the back. The back up the middle. Picks up about 2 yards in the carry here. So we've got second and goal coming up here at about the 5-yard line for the Breakers offensively. That time they opted to hand it to the back up the middle there, and the Stallions did a pretty good job of closing the gaps there and making sure he had nowhere to go. All right, so second and goal coming up here. Just 5 yards needed to get into the end zone. Slaughter at quarterback here for the Breakers. Shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Take the snap here. Kept it himself, running, looking for the end zone, and falls about a yard shy of just that. Here in the first quarter with 8 minutes remaining in the first quarter here. Again, this is the first possession of the game here for the Breakers offensively. That time he had the option to either hand it to the back or keep it himself. Great job keeping it himself there, as the defender had to choose, and he chose the running back, and Slaughter made him pay. All right, 3rd and 1 coming up here. They're going to line up in the shotgun here. Got a lot of guys close here. Trips towards the bottom of the formation here. Take the snap. Going to toss it to the back on the left side there, and he is able to run into the end zone for a touchdown for the Breakers, and they break the first score of the game here. Touchdown, New Orleans here. So talk about an opening statement here. First, you come out there and your defense gets a stop for you, and now you take it down there and you score on the first drive that you get of the game here. Way to send a message. Braden says JV legs are shaking. You already know. Already know. This is not the start I was hoping for here for the Stallions, but they were able to move the ball pretty good last time offensively, but they got to put it together here. You cannot have mistakes like they did on that first drive there that ended up stalling out the drive. Now you got the extra point attempt coming up here. Hold is good, kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Breakers are up 7-0 right now over the Stallions here in the first quarter with 7 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Applying the pressure early to the Stallions. How will they respond? We'll see once we get back from the commercial. But right there, the Breakers up 7-0 in this one. Again, the winner of this match gets to move on to the championship round and face the Philadelphia Stars, who won earlier today 19-14 over the New Jersey Generals. And again, just to recap what's taking place so far on this past drive here. So for the Breakers, Slaughter, he was 4-4 passing for 41 yards on that one. Obviously, no picks, no touchdowns there. On the ground as a team, they had 5 carries for 17 yards. Ellis was responsible for 4 carries and 13 yards, along with the touchdown run that he also had there. Receiving-wise, Taylor had a reception for 27 yards, and Canella had 2 catches for 12 yards as well. Meanwhile, on the Stallions' previous possession, Smith was 0 for 1, but on the ground, Marable, he had 3 carries for 16 yards. Smith also had a carry for 1 for no yards on the play as well. And we'll see what the Stallions can do when they come back out there. But again, right now we are currently at the commercial. Alright, so we're getting ready to return back to the action here. And so far in this one, the Breakers already scored a touchdown. And the last time when the Stallions had the football, they did move the football pretty well, but they had the mistake on with the snap and second down on their first drive that ultimately led to them not converting on third down and then missing the 52-yard field goal attempt. Let's see what the Stallions will do here with their second possession of the game offensively again in the first quarter with 7 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Kickoff is about to be on the way. All right, so the Breakers are going to line up here for the kickoff. Kickoff is on the way, so here we go. Stallions getting ready to return. All right, so here we go. Let's see, can we get another good kickoff return here? He's already at about the 28-yard line before being pushed out of bounds there. So the Stallions are going to take over first and 10 from their own, let's see, 27-yard line. Let's see, Braden says, is Texas back, JB, with Arch Manning signing there? And so I feel like this is a great start for Texas, but they're going to need a couple more pieces there. But I feel like this shows that, probably if not year one, then maybe about year 2 or 3 for Arch Manning. I think that Texas could very well be relevant. And by relevant, probably a top 20 team. I'll give them that top 20 team. I don't think this makes them a top 10 team by any means, but I think that they can be a top 20 team consistently and maybe even continue to climb the longer that he, continues to play for them. But it was a great pickup for them. Obviously, a lot of buzz around that program with that signing. Meanwhile, speaking of buzz, the Stallions here, Bo Scarborough, he gets to carry this time here, picks up 5 yards on first down. So we've got 2nd and 5 coming up here at the Birmingham 33-yard line. But yeah, that was a big signing for that program there. Huge signing there. Excited to see what this means for Texas moving forward, though. All right, so the Stallions are going to line up in the shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Smith, the quarterback. And right off the bat, you already have a penalty right now. So now you're going to move yourself back a couple yards here. Not the start that I'm looking for here for the Stallions here. You're shooting yourself in the foot. Now you're back up 5 yards here. So now we got 2nd and 11 coming up. That time the right tackle, he moved. Nobody else moved. And so cannot make mistakes like that. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation. This time we got 5 wide. Smith takes a snap, looking, throws it. Caught by the receiver on the right side there. And he's going to fall forward. He picks up a good 6-7 yards on that play. So now we got 3rd and 4 coming up here for the Stallions from their own 34-yard line. Can they find a way to convert here on 3rd down? I feel like this is very important. Let's see. Braden says, agree, JB. Also, they're going to the SEC in the competition, so the competition will be way harder. And so I agree with that, but I also feel like the fact that they are going to the SEC is going to help them recruiting-wise in the long term. But I feel like this is the first piece of what needs to be the building block. They need some more guys to go there and help them out there. You can't do it by yourself there. So we'll see, but it's a great start. A lot to be excited about for Texas. Meanwhile, Smith throws it, and it's caught by the slot receiver quickly there, and that's going to be enough for the first down there for the Stallions. So great job there by Smith connecting with Williams there for the first down. Let's go Stallions. Let's see if we can keep this going here. 1st and 10 from our own 39-yard line. But yeah, you talk about a steep adjustment here. One thing that I need to see from the University of Texas, though, they got to improve that defense. Offensively, I think they will be okay. But defensively, though, they cannot walk out there with the defense that I've seen from them for the last like half a decade and stuff like that. They have got to improve that defense for SEC football. But here we go. Out of the shotgun, Smith takes a snap. He's bootlegging. He's looking. He's going to throw it to the right side. Out of bounds. Incomplete. Incomplete. So we got 2nd down coming up here. 2nd and about 10. Again at the Stallions 39-yard line. But tell me this, Braden, what are your expectations for the Iowa Hawkeyes this upcoming football season? I haven't heard much about Iowa, so I don't know how they're doing, like recruiting wise and stuff like that. But your expectations for your Hawkeyes. But here we go. Takes a snap out of the shotgun. Smith looking. Smith throws it deep to the right side. And ooh, what a nice catch that was right there. He came down inbounds. What a catch by Mitchell. Went up there, brought it down, came down. Good job there, and a first down for the Stallions. And so now they're moving the ball here. I like that. Both offenses are coming out moving the ball. I really thought that this was going to have a lot of defense in this one, and it very well can here. But I like the fact that these guys are being aggressive, going up there, snagging the ball. This is playoffs here, so a lot on the line. Smith making adjustments on the line here. Going to go 5 wide here. Takes a snap, looking. Defense sending 4, feels the pressure. And he's going to take the sack here. Lost about a yard there. So now we got second and 12 coming up here. Of course, a lot of talking right now. That's to be expected right now. Again, we are here in the first quarter with about 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go. And right now the Breakers lead 7-0. Let's see, Braden says, I watched the last quarter of the other USFL playoff game. It was crazy. And so, I mean, congratulations to Philly, though, pulling it off 19-14, though. Very impressive feat by them for sure. But here we go. Stallions right now in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, 1 running back. Takes a snap here, looking. Picks up the pressure, goes deep to the right side, and it's going to be incomplete. Going to be incomplete in the direction of Mitchell. And I'll be nice by saying in the direction of Mitchell on that one. All right, so Braden says that he expects Iowa to go between 9-3 and 8-4. Okay, how many returning starters do you guys have on offense and defense right now? But yes, Smith is going to be the X factor here offensively. Whatever Smith can provide offensively through the passing game, the Stallions will gladly take that, as we know that they will definitely have success running the ball here. But if Smith can go ahead and be what I've seen flashes of so far in this game, I feel good about this. Meanwhile, Smith takes a snap, throws it to the back, at the backfield. Scarborough makes one guy miss, still on his feet here, makes another guy miss enough to get the first down here for the Stallions here. So we got a 1st and 10 coming up here at New Orleans, 37 yards. And again here in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Stallions trail right now 7-0. Can they respond with a touchdown of their own? Let's see. Braden says that our quarterback stinks, so I have no trust in them. And so that seems to be the Achilles heel for teams like the Hawkeyes and stuff like that. But, I mean, you never know. You never know. You just never know. If this be the year that maybe you can put it together. All right, takes a snap. They're going to hand it to Bo off the left side there, and Bo falls for it for about a yard in the play. So now we got 2nd and 9 coming up here at the 36-yard line. Again, we're here in the first quarter with 1 minute and 25 seconds to go. And the Breakers lead this one 7-0. But the Stallions right now, they're moving the football. This is their second drive of the game here. First drive, they moved it pretty well till they had a mishap with the snap. And let's see if they can finish it on this one and actually get some points here. But here we go, shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Smith takes a snap here. Defense sending pressure, throws it to the back at the backfield. Stutter steps, makes a guy miss. Falls for it for the first down here. I like what Bo Scarborough does in this offense, especially coming out the backfield like that. You get him in a good position where he can go ahead and make a guy miss and use that strength to finish and get the first down. Now we got 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Talk about threading the needle that time. He just got that pass off past the D lineman there on that one. But I'm like what I'm seeing so far from Smith so far passing the ball here. Both quarterbacks are doing pretty good early in this one. We got about 32 seconds to go in the first quarter. Shotgun formation, trips towards the top of the formation. Going to take the snap here. Defense 10 and 5. They run a screen to the receiver. He catches it, but it's going to pick up about a good 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up here. 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Again, the score right now, Breakers up 7-0, and there's about 10 seconds here to go in the first. Let's see if the Stallions opt to try to run a play here, or will they just go ahead and eat this one and take it to the end of the first quarter. It looks like they'll do just that. Let's see, Braden says they have 15 starters returning. Okay, bet. Who do you guys open the season up with? And that's the end of the first quarter, guys. And at the end of the first quarter, it's the Breakers leading right now 7-0. But the Stallions, they are moving the football. And let's see if they can cap this drive off in the end zone and try to possibly tie this up. We will see when we get back from the commercial. But so far in this one, Smith, he's 6 of 9 passing the ball for 50 yards in this one. No touchdowns, no interceptions yet. Marable, he has 3 carries for 16 yards. Scarborough, he's got you 2 carries for 5 yards in this one as well. He's also got you 2 catches for 22 yards also in this one. Williams, he's got a pair of catches for 12 yards as well. And now you look at the Breakers, what they've done offensively in this one. Kyle Slaughter, he's 4 of 4 out there passing for 41 yards so far in this one. On the ground as a team, 5 carries for 19 yards. Ellis is responsible for 4 carries and 13 yards. Has a rushing touchdown as well for the Breakers. And receiving wise, Taylor's got a catch for 27 yards. And Canella's got 2 catches for 12 yards so far in this one. All right, so Braden says that the Hawkeyes opened up with South Dakota State. And so, okay, South Dakota State. Interesting there. I know Bill Belichick, he'll be watching that game, that's for sure. Feel like he likes guys from South Dakota State. But again, right now, we're currently at the commercial right now. And we are watching the USFL playoff game right now. Breakers versus the Stallions at the end of the first quarter. Again, Breakers up right now 7-0. But again, we are currently right now at the end of the first quarter right now. But we'll see how the Stallions finish off this drive right here. Very critical, I feel like, for the Stallions to get into the end zone. You are talking about a Breakers defense that led the USFL in terms of points allowed during the regular season, averaging about 16.4 points given up there. So every time you get a chance to opportunity to score against these guys, you have got to take advantage, especially given the fact that offensively they've already found a way to score on their first drive of the game. All right, so here we go. Current drive, 11 plays for 49 yards. Time of possession, 7 minutes and 25 seconds right there. That's something that pays off in the long run, but you've got to capitalize off of drives like this. But here we go, guys. So we got 2nd and 8 right now. Going to be in the shotgun, 5 wide on the play. Defense sending for Smith. Take the snap. Smith going deep. Overthrew the wide receiver on that one, and that's incomplete. I felt like there was an opportunity there, but he overthrew that one. That's one that Smith is going to want to have back. He's going to want to have that one back. I mean, it was there. The safety was coming, though. I mean, if that ball was on the money, he was going to get hit regardless. But Smith knows he missed that opportunity, and what an opportunity it was. So now we got 3rd and 8 coming up here. Shotgun trips towards the bottom of the formation here. Takes the snap. Defense sending blitz. And so Smith going to go deep, and this time he hits the open wide receiver Mitchell in the end zone for a touchdown. Let's go Stallions. Here we go. Here we go. Capping off a 13-play, 72-yard drive for 7 minutes and 35 seconds on that drive right there. That's how you capitalize in the end zone. That's going to have a huge boost right there for the Stallions. Wow, what a play by Smith that time. That time, the Breakers, they said they were going to bring pressure there. The offensive line, they blocked what they could, and the rest was up to Smith, and he put it in a place where Mitchell can go and get the football. And Braden, he says, dang, you know. How about them Stallions there? Give it up for Smith on the play. And Jabari Smith we trust. Extra point attempt coming up here. All right, kick is up and the kick is good. So just like that, the Stallions respond and they tie it up. And we're all tied up 7-7 right now here in the second quarter with 14 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Let's go. Braden says that his legs are shaking now. Glad to return the favor, Braden. Glad to return the favor. Absolutely. But man, what a play, what a throw. At that time, the Breakers, they were not holding back. They brought the pressure, and they've shown a couple tendencies to bring pressure on these key third downs there. But that was a great job by Smith to go deep and put it in a spot where his receiver can go and get the football. Big time throw. But they say big time players make big time plays. Doesn't get any bigger than that. But again, right now, we are currently at the commercial. And let's see the up-to-date stats here for the Stallions now. So Smith 7 of 11 passing so far in this one for 73 yards and a touchdown. I mean, what I like the most about that drive is the fact that it took about a good 13 plays, about 72 yards. They drove the field down there and they took off about 7 minutes and 30 seconds to turn the time of possession off the clock. When you have drives like that, you do a fantastic job there on that. Let's see, Braden says thoughts on the NBA draft. And so honestly, Braden, when it came to the NBA draft, I mean, I like what teams like the Houston Rockets did. I felt kind of, like for the Orlando Magic to have the first pick here, and so I understand their selection there, but at the same time, I mean, it wasn't like they had that, how can I put it, franchise game-changing player that was available to them. But I mean, I like what some teams did, but for me, like teams like the Houston Rockets, I really like what they did with their picks there, and so that's my thoughts right there on the NBA draft. And then obviously post draft, I like what the Lakers did post draft there. So I, got to throw my Lakers in there somehow. But yeah, tell me your thoughts on the NBA draft. What teams do you have in terms of teams that won the draft? Let me know. Let me know. And which player do you feel went to the best possible place? And so, but I will say this though, like half of the draft though, like I am not gonna lie, like I was passed out half of the draft there because I had a lot of like stuff I had to do in terms of for work, had a major interview and stuff like that. So I literally missed about half the draft that night. All right, but here we go, guys. Getting ready to return back to the action now. So the Stallions on the scoreboard now. We're all tied up 7-7. Got like a game where there's a lot of offense here going back and forth here. But let's see what Kyle Slaughter and the offense can do for the Breakers. But first things first, kickoff on the way here for the Stallions. Let's see if we get a return. All right, so we're going to get a return here at the 20. 25, still on his feet, 30. Look at him shifting around here. Takes it all the way to about the 34-yard line here for the Breakers. I thought he was going to break that one, guys, but we got first down coming up. Let's see, Braden says he loves what the Knicks did. And so, oh yeah, the Knicks, oh yeah, most definitely, 1000% agree with you there. Absolutely. What storylines are you looking forward to the most this NBA offseason in terms of with free agency and stuff like that? What are some possible like big time free agents and destinations that you want to see happen this offseason? And so let's see. Braden says, I wish Keegan Murray got drafted by a different team because the Kings stink. And so he's trying to change that. Meanwhile, Slaughter, quick pass there to the big tight end, and he picks up about 8 yards. You got second and 2 coming up here. And so nice pass there. I like what Slaughter's doing, being quick with it, being decisive with it. I mean, he's out there slinging the rock right now. I like it. But yeah, Keegan Murray, I mean, he's born to be a star. So, I mean, I get it in your early years, go to a team like the Kings and stuff like that. And then when you get your opportunity to go elsewhere, hey, go ahead and capitalize on that. But for now, collect that bag, get those stats up and stuff like that, and just do the best you can. All right, so the Breakers, they hand it to the back on the draw, and he picks up the first down on the carry. First and 10 coming up here at the Breakers 45-yard line. Again, here in the second quarter with about 13 minutes and 55 seconds to go. Both teams have 7 apiece in this one. And tell me this, Braden, what do we think is going to happen with Kyrie Irving this offseason? What do we think is going to happen and what should happen? All right, here we go, guys. First and 10. 5 seconds right now on the play clock. Slaughter takes the snap, throws it, and oh, what a dangerous pass. Their defensive back tried to jump in front of it. That was Haynes in coverage there. Got there to break it up, though. Second and 10 coming up. Let's see, Braden says, seeing if Kyrie Irving leaves Brooklyn and what your Lakers do. And so, Lakers want to make this happen because, in all honesty, we're desperate right now. We need this to happen. Meanwhile, they hand it to the back off the right side there, and he picks up about 5 yards on the carry there. So, third and 5 coming up here at midfield. Here in the second quarter with 13 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Again, we're all tied up 7 apiece. And so let's see. Braden says he should stay in Brooklyn. I mean, he should, but Brooklyn doesn't seem to want him. They don't seem to want him. Here in LA, if you can get rid of Westbrook somehow, some way, and give us Kyrie, we'll take our chances with that. We will deal with that. We will absolutely deal with that. Especially, I just wish there was a way we can just move on from Russell Westbrook. Wish there was a way. Receiver goes in motion. Kyle has the snap here, throws it to the receiver that was in motion there. Makes one guy miss. Excellent move there. That's at the 40 and about the 35-yard line. So let's see. They mark him out at about the 34-yard line. That's Dixon, the wide receiver there. So the Breakers, they're moving the ball here nicely. First and 10 at the 34-yard line of the Stallions. All right, so here we go, guys. Shotgun formation here. Gonna have 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back here. Tight end goes in motion. Defense is 4 guys that they send after the quarterback here. Slaughter throws it while getting hit, and he's picked off. He's picked off. And so the Stallions still running. Can we take it to the house? Look at him go. Look at him go. Set a block for this man. Slaughter takes the ground, and we have a touchdown. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Big time plays. Let's go, Stallions. Braden says no. He says no. Braden says he hoped the Warriors sign some role players to help their bench. And so, but man, what a play. What a play. Let's take a look at this play again. So that time the Stallions, they only sent 4, but they were able to beat the left tackle there, which got enough pressure for Slaughter to get hit while he threw that ball there, and the linebacker right place, right time, and he knew what to do with it when he got his hand on it. Excellent job that time there. A clear, clean cut catch that time. Got up before anybody could touch him, and then took it the rest of the way. Let's go, Stallions. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see the PAT attempt. Extra point is up, and it is good. All right, so it's 14-7. Way to flex on them. Way to flex on them. And so that's what I expect in the playoff. Big time play that time for the Stallions. To generate that kind of pressure and do it with a 4-man rush, that's what's up. And now we will hit the commercial, guys, here in the second quarter with about 11 minutes and 47 seconds remaining. Oh man, I hope those knees are okay, Braden. I hope they are okay right now because Stallions lead this one 14-7 right now. But what a defensive play. What a defensive play. The pressure that resulted in a turnover, and then from there, he knew what to do with the football. But meanwhile, we are currently right now at the commercial. Let's see, Braden says putting ice on them. And so already putting the ice on already, Braden. Already got to put the ice on them. But tell me this, Braden, who is your all-time favorite Iowa Hawkeyes player? You know, your all-time favorite Iowa Hawkeyes player. When it comes to, let's just say for college football, let's narrow it to college football. Your all-time favorite college football Iowa Hawkeyes player. But again, right now we are currently coming back from the commercial right now. So Stallions defense that time doing the scoring there. So that is absolutely great. It was the Marquise Gates that made the play. Had a tremendous regular season. Had 11 tackles for a loss, which led the USFL, and had 6.5 sacks, which was third in the USFL. And now he's out there picking off passes, taking it to the house, 70-yard touchdown return. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so kickoff on the way. Let's see if we get a return here by the Breakers. Breakers catches at the 10. He's at the 15, 20. Running around here and gets brought down at about the 22-yard line here. So you're going to have first and 10 for the Breakers from their own 22-yard line. And let's see how they respond after that turnover that led to the pick six. Let's see how they respond. Let's see, Braden says, I got two, Josie Jarrell and Desmond King. And so, okay, bet. Good old Desmond King. Good old Desmond King. Absolutely bet. All right, so here we go, guys. First and 10 coming up. All right, so he's in the shotgun here. Receiver goes in motion, takes a snap, looking, going to throw it to the back of the backfield. What an excellent tackle right there. My goodness, another tackle for a loss by Gates. Gates putting in work right now, putting on a clinic. That's how you go out there and you play linebacker, guys. He's out there making plays, getting him in the backfield. I mean, you see the speed, you see the power, you see the awareness. All of it's coming together right now for him. He's a man amongst boys out there, and man, what a key stop right there in the backfield, causing havoc here. Really a difference maker on his defense. Here we go, second and 16 after that big play right there. This time the Stallions, three guys on the defensive line here. Breakers out of the shotgun, take the snap, throws it to the left side there, and it is completed there. He's going to pick up some yards on that one here. Let's see, is there a penalty here? We've got a penalty here. And let's see what they call here. I'm not liking this for the Breakers, though. Let's see. Braden says, who's your all-time favorite Ohio State player? There's so many guys I could take with this one, Braden. It's so hard to narrow this down. But I got to go with a childhood favorite for me in Troy Smith. That's right, Heisman Trophy winner Troy Smith. There's him. There's Ted Ginn Jr. Those two played together. That was all-time great. A.J. Hawk, I mean, defensively, he was outstanding for us. There was just so many guys I can go with for this Buckeyes team, to be honest with you. So many directions I could take, but those were definitely some of my all-time favorites for the Ohio State Buckeyes. No doubt about it. You had the Bosa brothers come through, but hey, I mean, we've had some real guys come through for Ohio State, not going to lie. But man, what a big-time penalty there for the Breakers, and are the Breakers breaking under pressure? We're going to find that out. But Carmichael, what's good with you? What's good with you, Carmichael? You say, hello, JB. So, yeah, but what's good with you? Who you like in this one? And appreciate you for coming through. But here we go, guys. Third and 19 after the penalty here. Slaughter looking, feels the pressure. They call a screenplay. What an excellent job there. The blockers, they're helping him out there. And he's going to be about a yard shy of getting the first down, though. So you got 4th and 1 from their own 32-yard line. So since they're from their own 32-yard line, the expectation is that they'll punt the ball there. But a good call on that one. That almost got him enough for the first. All right, so here we go, guys. Punt unit coming out here for the Breakers. But I tell you what, guys, I cannot wait for the NFL season. I can't wait for college football season. I just cannot wait, guys. Cannot wait. All right, punts on the way here. Ooh, let's see. Did they run into the punter any? Ball bounces, and it takes a Breakers bounce. Still rolling here inside the 10. And they touch it at about the 9-yard line. So the Stallions take over first and 10 from their own 9-yard line here in the second quarter with about 9 minutes, 39 seconds to go. Let's see. Carmichael says he's doing great and he wants the Stallions to win. That's what I'm talking about. That's my guy right there, Carmichael. There we go. Another one here for the Stallions. Absolutely. Absolutely. Again, the winner will go on to play the Philadelphia Stars, who found themselves winning earlier against the Generals 19-14 in a very nice matchup earlier. So we'll see who wins this game and gets to have that date with them next week in the championship game. But again, right now, guys, we're currently at the commercial right now. And just to recap so far in this one for the Stallions, Smith, he's 7 of 11 passing for 73 yards and a touchdown. On the ground, though, for the Stallions, 6 carries, 21 yards. Let's not forget one of their scores came defensively when they had the pick 6 for the touchdown. Meanwhile, for the Breakers, looking at the Breakers here, Slaughter, he's 8 of 10 out there passing for 93 yards, no touchdowns, and an interception that was ultimately a pick 6. On the ground, they had 8 carries for 19 yards rushing so far in this one. All right, so Carmichael says, who is the worst starting quarterback in the league? And so when you say worst starting quarterback in the league, are you talking about the USFL? Or are you talking about the NFL? Just to clarify. But in terms of for the USFL, I'm sure, because I have not watched a lot of the teams that have like just 1 or 2 wins this past season, like Michigan. I have not watched any of those guys when it comes to the USFL this past off season. I've mostly focused on either Birmingham, Tampa Bay, Philly, some of the winter teams here. Let's see. Carmichael says, okay, so we're talking about the NFL. So yeah, right now for the NFL, definitely I have to take the route of Sam Darnold. He's got no business starting after what I saw last year. Last year, I tried my best to give this man benefit of the doubt. He did so bad. He's driving Robbie Anderson towards retirement. I mean, once Christian McCaffrey went down, Sam Darnold, he became a clown, man. Those ghosts that he saw, they got in his head. They stayed in his head. The kid's lost it. He's lost it. So I agree. Sam Darnold, I cannot think of anyone that I would. Yeah, it's got to be Sam Darnold for me as well. It's got to be. It's got to be. But here we go, guys. Shotgun formation here. Smith takes a snap. We're going to hand it to the back-to-back. He tries to get back to the line of scrimmage. They might have lost a couple inches there, but close enough to where it's 2nd and 10. Again, right now, these Stallions, they lead this one 14-7 here in the second quarter with about 9 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the second quarter. Let's see. Carmichael says, how do you rank the second-year quarterbacks? That's a great question. Let me get to that in a second. But meanwhile, Smith takes a snap there. Oh, nice catch by the wide receiver. Stay on your feet, bruh. Stay on your feet. If he stayed on his feet, he's probably still running right now to the end zone there. But that was a great pass. I like it. Smith has his head on right today, and he's making some pretty good passes here. And so I like it. I really like it. That's what they need from him right now. He's playing with extreme confidence right now. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. But here we go, guys. 5 wide again here in the shotgun right now here in the second quarter with about 8 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Stallions leading 14-7. Smith operating right now with high confidence and high efficiency right now for the offense. Let's see. Takes a snap here. Defense sending for Smith looking, feels the pressure, goes down for the sack. So we cannot have that happen here for the Stallions. Things were looking so well, and then you have the sack right there. You just can't have those things right there. When the Stallions have the football here, they're able to capitalize when they don't lose yards off of sacks, penalties, things like that. But let's see. Carmichael says, second-year quarterbacks, how do I rank them? And so for me, I mean, obviously, looking off of what happened last year, though, I'm very confident in Mac Jones. I feel like what I'm hearing in the offseason, what I'm seeing from Mac Jones, it's just like best case scenario in that scenario for Mac Jones there. So I'm feeling very confident. I think he's going to take the next step in his development. Meanwhile, Smith throws a quick pass there to the receiver, and he's going to pick up about a good 10 yards to make it 3rd and 7 coming up here. So 3rd and 7, key third down coming up here for the Stallions. So I'm liking that. I still have my questions right now about Trey Lance in terms of him being ready right now. Justin Fields, they did not give him any help in Chicago, so I'm extremely, extremely worried about him. Zach Wilson, I'm feeling kind of optimistic that I feel like Zach Wilson can have a sneaky good year this year. Trevor Lawrence, I mean, the kid clearly, I feel like coaching is going to help him and stuff like that, but I still think he's going to be about 3rd on my list, so I'll go Mac Jones right now, still 1st, Zach Wilson 2nd, Trevor Lawrence 3rd, and then 4th would be Trey Lance, which Trey Lance has a chance, I think, to make it all the way to the top, but I just don't know enough right now about Trey Lance, or even if he's going to start for sure. And then I got Justin Fields at 5, simply because Chicago showed they have no interest in helping that young man out whatsoever. That time Smith threw it to the backfield, though, to Scarborough out the backfield. And he picked up a few yards, however, not enough for the first down here. So you got 4th and 3 coming up here, and the punt unit coming out here for the Birmingham Stallions, who lead this one 14-7 here in the second quarter with about 6 minutes and 22 seconds to go. Again, this is 4th and 3. All right, punt on the way. Let's see if we get a return here by the Breakers. Fair catch is symboled and caught at about the 11-yard line. Let's see, they mark him at about the 12. Braden says he's not loving it. He's like, this is not McDonald's, and he's not loving it right now. But again, right now, guys, we're currently at the commercial right now. But when we come back, it's going to be Breakers with the football here. They trail right now 14-7. And so we'll see what they do offensively this time with the football here. But definitely got to protect it. Cannot have situations like you have the pick six earlier. Cannot have that happen there. Got to protect the football here. That's going to hurt you if you turn the ball over against this team in this scenario. But so far in this one, let's see. So for the Breakers, Kyle Slaughter, he's 8 of 10 out there on the field for 93 yards passing, no touchdowns. Had the pick six that he threw. As a team, they have 8 carries for 19 yards. Jones 2 carries for 8 yards. Ellis 5 carries for 7 yards there. Receiving wise, Taylor, he has a catch for 27 yards. Canelo, the tight end, he's got you 3 catches, 21 yards. And Dixon, he's got you two catches for 16 yards. I think they'd be smart to try to get Dixon in motion and try to get those one-on-one advantages that he can present there for the Breakers. So that's something that I'll look to see if they utilize that on this upcoming drive. Let's see. Carmichael says, I feel like this year Najee Harris is gonna have a big year. I can see the potential there, and so I'm really intrigued though to watch how Kenny Pickett's gonna do this year in terms of his development and how soon will he be ready this upcoming year. But I'm hearing some good things from Kenny Pickett so far in this one. And so we'll see if I'm right about Kenny Pickett picking up the offense quickly and being able to start here for the Steelers at the start of the season. We will see. But let's see. Old man Mob, what's good with you? Old man, what's good with you? What's good with you? Appreciate you for coming through here, taking time from your busy Twitter schedule to come out here and join us today. And you say, what's good, JB? Breakers need to pick it up and win this thing. And so we've got Old Man going for the Breakers here. We've got Braden going for the Breakers here. And me and Carmichael, we're both going for the Stallions in this one. All right, but here we go. 1st and 10 here for the Breakers. Again, second quarter with about 6 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Let's see what they do offensively here. Starting off from their own 12-yard line. Going to line up in a shotgun here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Defense sending pressure there, but they run the ball here, and they're going to pick up about a solid 5 yards on the carry. So you got 2nd down coming up. Let's see. Carmichael says, "What do you think about the situation the Browns are in?" The Browns are in some hot water right now, to put it nicely. And I mean, the timing couldn't be worse for the whole situation with Deshaun Watson. Timing could not be worse. I feel like this is something I should take a deeper dive into at halftime. But let's just put it this way: if you're a Browns fan, brace yourself right now, because I think the NFL is they have no choice but to drop the hammer and all like that. And so, especially what took place with the Supreme Court, right now is not the time to test the patience right now of the fans. So I really feel like Watson's going to get hit extremely hard here, extremely hard. I'm thinking a year makes sense at the minimum, but I think they could do more in terms of that suspension. And then Baker Mayfield, if I'm Baker Mayfield, I'm not going to bail the Browns out. No, but I can take a deeper dive into that at halftime. But man, that situation that they're in right now is pretty bad right there. Pretty bad for the Browns. Taylor goes in motion here. Slaughter has it. Throws it to the receiver, and that's going to be caught for the first down there. Again, that's a tight end right there. But there is a penalty. Let's see what they call here. Is it going to be on the offense? Referees are discussing. Got 6 officials right now discussing this. Ooh, pass interference on the offense there. Okay, so we got a penalty on the offense there. That's going to wipe that play out, wipe out that first down there. They called it against Taylor. That's a big penalty right there, a big penalty. All I can say, though, for the Browns is realistically, get ready for Jacoby Brissett to play a full season. I mean, that's why you picked him up there. And so, yeah, get ready for Jacoby Brissett. That's all I can say for the Browns. All right, but here we go, guys. We got 3rd and 12 after the penalty right now. Going to line up in the shotgun here. 3 receivers towards the top of the screen. Tight end towards the bottom. Take the snap there. Defense sending 4. Throws it to the tight end there. Makes one guy miss. Makes another guy miss. Can he get the first? He fumbled the ball. And so, I think the Breakers got it. I think the Breakers might have it. The Stallions had an opportunity to get the football, but he just didn't dive on the ball, big fella. Dive on the ball. He had an opportunity to get the ball there, but he did not dive on it. Big man, what were you thinking? He didn't really seriously think he was going to pick it up and scoop it and score, did he? Come on, man. Dive on it. Let's see. Old man says Browns did it to themselves. Plus of Ridley got a year for gambling. That's right. You got to think about that as well. He got a year for gambling. I honestly have been telling people I think Watson has to get at least a 2-year suspension or something like that. Honestly, if the NFL really wants to make a statement, because right now, the NFL, you've got so much negative pressure right now. If you want to send a message, I think at least indefinitely, at least take that route there. But I think a year at the minimum is the least that you can get away with. If it's anything less than that, my goodness. But the offense was able to retain the football there for the Breakers. So talk about catching the break there for the Breakers on that one. Old man says can't be fumbling. And so turnovers will bite you so far. And so the Breakers lucky to avoid that one. Here we go, 2nd and 8 coming up. 3 minutes to go before the half. Lining up in the shotgun here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Defense, 4 guys on the line. Take the snap. Defense sending just 4. Kyle throws it across the middle, and it is caught by his tight end there. Very reliable tight end there with the first down there. All right, so Breakers here extending the drive. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard on their own 45-yard line here. Both quarterbacks have made some pretty nice passes, I will say that. They've made some pretty nice passes in this one. So Canella, he's got 5 receptions for 46 yards so far in this one. Here we go, shotgun again. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes the snap. Defense sending 4. Slaughter throws it to the receiver who catches it, picks up the first down here, and it's in Stallion territory here at about the 42-yard line of Birmingham. And so here we go. We've hit the 2 minute mark. Again, both teams with all three timeouts. So that's extremely critical right there. Both teams with all three timeouts right here. But I like the confidence that both quarterbacks are playing with on this one. I know that Slaughter made that mistake on that one, but you take that mistake away and on the pick six that he threw, which he got hit when he threw the ball. So I'm not going to really hold that one against him on that one. But man, we've seen some good quarterback play. I'm not going to lie in this one. Let's see. Old man says Browns knew what they were doing. That's why Watson cap space hit. It's only a mil or 2 mil at most this season. That's right. I believe it is a mil. And you know what? You're absolutely correct in that regard, old man. Which is why the NFL they really got to hit him where it hurt. Hit him with that 2 year suspension or something like that. I mean, I'm not one that calls for something like that, but I feel like given the situation, given how hot things are right now, I feel like you got to really lay the hammer down right now if you are the NFL, because you did it with gambling. You always talk about the integrity of the NFL. And so now everybody's looking at you for this one. And so, I mean, Deshaun Watson, he's got to be made an example of. He has got to be made the example in this one. Let's see. Carmichael says, I mean, I can't feel bad for the Browns. As a Steelers fan, I don't expect you to, but just as a person, they did it to themselves. It's not like they didn't know. It'd be one thing if these were new allegations. Then I'd be looking at the Houston Texans like, hey, they should get in some type of trouble and stuff like that. But pretty much, if you're the Browns, you knew enough to know it wasn't good. And not only did you trade for him, it's the contract itself that you gave him that really sent the wrong message, because a lot of teams had their interest in trading for him, but the contract and money you gave him, that's what sends the message. Not to mention, you still got to pay Baker Mayfield that money and all like that. And Baker, he's sitting at home probably playing Madden right now, so I'm just saying. So they find themselves in quite the situation there. But we're gonna find out. We are gonna find out where exactly the NFL stands with that. I mean, because the NFL, I mean, they like to hand out suspensions for some of the stuff that doesn't matter as much. So let's see what they do with this one. And again, right now, the score right now is Stallions up 14-7, but the Breakers here with the football at the in Birmingham territory at the 42-yard line. Let's see what they do the rest of the drive. Again, just 2 minutes to go in the second quarter before the half. Both teams with all three timeouts. All right, here we go. Slaughter right now in the shotgun here. Takes a snap here. Two backs at the backfield. Throws it to the receiver there, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. Tried to fire that one in there, showing off some arm strength on that one, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up here. Again, here in the second quarter with 1 minute and 56 seconds to go. All right, so here we go, guys. Shotgun formation here. Got about 3 seconds here on the play clock. Takes a snap here. Defense sending forward. Throws it quickly to the tight end. And he picks up about a good 6 yards on the play. He's having himself quite the game in this one. All right, guys, here we go. 3rd and 4 right now. So 3rd and 4 right now. Important drive here for the Breakers. Shotgun formation here. 4 receivers on the play. Takes a snap here. Defense sending forward. Throws to the back at the backfield. Incomplete. Incomplete. That time the pass was too low. Had it been a little higher, I think they'd have got the first down there, but it's incomplete. Good job there by the Stallions defense. Bend but don't break. They're going to go for it on 4th down, guys. They're going to be aggressive here and go for it. Let's see if they try to just opt to maybe try to draw the defense off sides here or something like that. But let's see. We got about 5 seconds right now on the play clock. And they're going to call a timeout. They're going to call a timeout here. So that's the first time out of either team here in the first half here. Again, a minute and 15 seconds remaining here. Meanwhile, we're currently right now at the commercial here, and again, the Stallions still lead this one 14-7. Both offenses responsible for one touchdown, but the Stallions defense, they did score a touchdown, which is why they're up 14-7. Let's see. Carmichael says, I heard the Steelers might trade Rudolph, and so I wonder where would they trade him to. I wonder where would they trade him to. What would be a good destination for Mason Rudolph to actually go to? I wonder about that. Let's see. Old man says Breakers can't do nothing right these last two games, and so hey, I'm happy with what I'm seeing right now from the Stallions so far in this one. But again, just the one touchdown game here. If they do go for it on fourth down, got to make sure we get the stop here. But hey, 14-7, pretty good game so far in this one. Pretty good game so far in this one. But again, a minute and 15 seconds left to go before we reach halftime for the JB Nation halftime show. You guys already know. And let's see. Carmichael says they are looking for a fifth or sixth round pick. And so, yeah, I just wonder like where that market would be at right now. But of course, obviously if any type of injury or something like that goes down, or I'm just trying to think of the teams that can use a backup quarterback right now, currently as it stands. There's a couple teams that can use a starter, Carolina. Seattle, but I feel like they've already got pretty much their backups. They're just trying to start their backups. It seems like, but we'll see how that works out and what teams show any interest. I mean, I wonder a team like the Minnesota Vikings. Like who's behind Kirk Cousins for the Minnesota Vikings? I know Kellen Mond there, but is there someone else that's above Kellen Mond, or is he the official backup quarterback down there in Minnesota? I can't remember. Heck, maybe Chicago should think about it because as much as you guys love Nate Peterman, I mean, lo and behold, if Justin Fields goes down for an injury or something like that, and you got to put Nate Peterman in there, whoo, man, I tell you, I'm starting whatever defense goes against the Bears on those matchups. All right, so they are going to line up to go for it here on 4th and 4 here for the Breakers. Let's see if they can get the first down. Or can the Stallions defense get the stop here? Big fourth down here, guys. Directing traffic here. Takes a snap here, looking. Throws it to the back. Bounces off of the defender. He's still running. Oh, no. And he's going to get into the end zone, all because a defender could not make the tackle. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? And they're able to cap it off in the end zone. They'll talk about calling the perfect play. 10 plays, 88 yards, 5 minutes and 5 seconds to go. And so Kyle Slaughter, he hit his back out the backfield in that time. There was one guy that could have made the play, but man, he whiffed on that tackle. I mean, whiffed on that tackle. It's been a minute since I've seen a bad tackle attempt like that. I mean, that was bad. That was bad. But that's a big time score there for the Breakers here before the half. They hit the back at the backfield. And that you gotta be able to make that play though. My goodness, you're the last line of defense. That's on you. But let's see the PAT attempt here to try to tie it up. Kick is up, and it is good. So we're all tied up 14-14 here in the second quarter with a minute and 6 seconds remaining before the half here. Let's see. Carmichael says that he heard the Panthers or Seahawks and the Texans. I feel like the Panthers have been glued to many teams, but you mentioned the Texans as well. That's an interesting thing right there. And look at these guys, a little heated up out there, a little heated up right now between these two teams here. Like that in the playoff there, a lot of talking and stuff like that, a lot of attitudes and stuff, as they should be upset that they gave up that touchdown there. I believe it was Haynes that missed that tackle. Come on, Haynes, I expect bigger things than that. Let's see. Old man says, let's go. He says, Breakers, about time you do something right. And so, oh, man. Oh, man. So what a big time touchdown that was there. And again, just a minute and 6 seconds remaining here in the half. Let's see what the Stallions here. You got all three timeouts right now. Smith has been playing at a pretty high level so far in this one. If the offensive line can give you time, I feel like you can at least try to take a shot and perhaps get in field goal range. Worst case scenario before the half if you go out there and you execute properly. But let's see, there's still plenty of time though. Still plenty of time here before the half, considering the fact you do have all three timeouts. But let's see if we can get a good return here. All right, kickoff is on the way. He catches it at the 10. He's at the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He's still running at the 50, at the 40, 30, 20. He's going to take it all the way into the end zone for the Stallion touchdown. Let's go. Touchdown. Stallions, just like that. Let's go. Let's go. And way to gallop into the end zone on that one. My man saw the lane, and man, he took off and took it all the way. Birmingham said, nah, not today. Look at that. Wow, what a touchdown. Can you say special teams? There's something special about that special teams unit right there with that return. And so you see the replay there. That time he just turned on the Jets, honestly. I mean, I thought for a second that I was watching Dante Hall or something like that on the return. I mean, wow. What a play. But how about that for the Stallions? Wow, big time play, big time play, big time play. So just like that, you just get a touchdown there, and how do you respond? Get that. PAT attempt is up, and it's good. All right, so it's 21-14 now. Stallions over the Breakers. 53 seconds remaining here before the half, and man, do we have fireworks going in this one here. A great game. If you like offense, if you like defense, how about this for the Stallions? They scored offensively. They scored defensively. They scored on special teams. They are finding each and every way possible to score in this one. How about that? How about that? Old man says, well, dang, Breakers, great job not even trying out there. He said, not even trying out there. And the coach, he looks like he can use a drink right now. I mean, this is just, he didn't know what happened, man. He doesn't know what happened there. I mean, that time, I don't know how you let that happen, honestly. But that is a big mistake there for the Breakers, man. It's the playoffs, man. Playoffs. Wow. What a big time play. Big time play. But there's still 53 seconds to work with here. Still 53 seconds to work with. Let's see what the Breakers do here. But man, a 90-yard kick return for a touchdown. Stallions getting it done on every phase of the game so far in this one. Big time play, I might add. Big time play. Talk about some excitement right there, guys, before we reach the half. But here we go. Kickoff about to be on the way. All right, Stallions kick things off here. Let's see if we get a return here by the Breakers. We do. He's at the 5, at the 10, at the 15, 20, 25. Still on his feet. 30, 35 to about the 37-yard line here. Had a Birmingham player lose his helmet on the play. 47 seconds to go in the second quarter here. Breakers with 2 timeouts right now. So let us see if they can try to score again here before the half. But man, talk about fireworks. It's not July 4th, but we got plenty of fireworks in this one. Let's see, old man says, JB overweight Eddie Lacy would be able to run that in. That's how bad Breakers special team play. Wow. But here we go. Speaking of Breakers, they call a screen play. And so he's still on his feet here. Gets the first down. Still running on the sideline on the right side before he shoved out of bounds there. And that was Jones that made the play that time. Excellent play call. That time you put a guy in motion there. And so you fake it like you were going to look towards his direction there and hit Jones on the screen. Excellent play call right there. Excellent play call. All right, so here we go, guys. About 38 seconds to go here before the half. And so, man, what a back and forth game this is. You want playoffs? This is playoff football right here. 5 seconds right here in the play clock. And looks like they are going to go ahead and, let's see, Birmingham's going to call a timeout right now for their injured players. And that is Gates. Again, Gates, he had that pick six earlier right there. I mean, he does such a tremendous job of getting in the backfield, whether it's sacks, plays for a loss. But let's see what happened that time. That time he was trying to get by the blocker that time and was unable to get there. So they end up calling the timeout. But what a game so far in this one, guys. I mean, a lot of excitement in the first half, and we're still with 38 seconds here before the half. Gates trying to tough it out here. Knows his defense needs him. All right, so here we go. So let's see what Slaughter does here for the Breakers. Down by a touchdown. They scored a touchdown last drive. Can they score again before the half? Takes a snap out of the shotgun. Defense sending for going deep to the right side. Has a man, overthrew him. Wow. Woo, that was close. That was close. That time he had a guy that was deep, but incomplete. All right, here we go. Shotgun again. About 3 seconds right now on the play clock. Let's see if they can get the snap off. They do. Shotgun formation here. Throws it. And it's picked off. It's picked off again. Call this man Santa Claus because he's giving gifts. And so Haynes tried to make something happen there. Takes it to about the 40-yard line right there. And so right now, that coach is saying some things that I can't repeat right now about Slaughter, but it's not some good things right now. Wow. Talk about some costly mistakes out there. And so Braden says, come on, Slaughter. I mean, why bother with Kyle Slaughter when he's out there throwing interceptions like this? I mean, that time he basically gift wrapped it, telegraphed it. I mean, he basically showed the GPS to the defense and say, this is where I'm trying to go to. This is how you stop me. And Haynes made up for that poor tackle earlier that led to the touchdown and made a great play on that one. That's how you respond. And so right now, Breakers 2 turnovers, Stallions no turnovers here. 22 seconds though before the half. Stallions with it. Smith looking, throws it quickly to the receiver. It's caught. He's still on his feet here. Takes it to about the 45-yard line of New Orleans right here. That's a first down. They want to clock it. They got 2 timeouts here, but they want to clock this one quickly. Try to spare them a timeout. Old man wants to know what is Slaughter doing, to put it nicely. And they do clock it with 14 seconds here. So 14 seconds here. And I feel like this Birmingham offense can get some points on this drive here. But let's see what they do. 14 seconds here. Can we at least get into field goal range? They are in Breakers territory. Smith showing firm control of the offense so far in this game. I said give him the green light. Give him the green light. All right, here we go, guys. Shotgun formation. 4 receivers on the play. Defense sending for Smith. Looking. Smith throws it. And it is. Oh, it's just short. It's just short. Come on, man. Come on. That's a pass you got to hit. If you're just a little bit more accurate with the football there, that's a first down. And we're at least assured a field goal attempt, I think, if you get that one to go there. I mean, it was a good decision, but underthrew that one incomplete. Come on, man. I think if he waits a little longer, he probably could have hit Mitchell deep on that same play. So you have multiple options there. That's one that you got to hit. You got to hit. But here we go. Shotgun again. Takes a snap. Let's see Smith looking. Steps up. Avoids the rush. Throws it. And it's just too far. JB lost his headset there for a second. My bad, y'all. But just too far on the play. It was there. It was there. I get it. I mean, that time he moved around there, stepped up, threw it, and He tried to slice that one in there. And so I get why he put it where he did there. At least he gave the receiver a chance on that one. But man, let's see. Old man says if Breakers lose this game, Breakers special teams and Slaughter should be walking home playing like bums. But here we go, guys. Fourth down. And so Smith ultimately with just 3 seconds here. They're going to go ahead and just try to see if they can get something into the end zone here. Smith looking. Smith has time, steps up, gonna take a deep shot, slings it up there, and yeah, no chance that was gonna be caught. Incomplete. And so, what an exciting first half there. We're going to halftime, and so, but Smith right now looks like his head right now is, I don't know what's going on, but let's see, did he get hit on the play? And so, and in the second half, New Orleans will get the football first in the second half. Definitely hoping that Smith is okay, but the Stallions, they're up right now 21-14 right now. And so what an exciting game so far in this one. A lot of excitement so far, guys. But now we are at the JB Nation halftime show, guys. And so just to recap what's taking place so far in this one, we will start with the breakers. So Kyle Slaughter, well, he's 14 of 20, and so 70% completion percentage. So you like that aspect. 211 yards passing already. So he's moving the football. But what you don't like are the mistakes. That is what's hurting the breakers. He had the pick six. He had the last interception that he threw there on the previous drive there. And so one touchdown pass, two interceptions. And so you cannot be turning the ball over. That's ultimately one of the biggest differences in this game, not to mention the special teams laps as well. The Breakers could be leading this one if not for the mistakes that they've had so far in this game. On the ground, 11 carries, 29 yards. Jones is responsible for 5 carries and 18 yards. Ellis, 5 carries, 7 yards so far in this one. Receiving wise, Canella, he's been the most targeted receiver there. They targeted him 7 times. He's got 6 catches for 60 yards so far in this one. Ellis, 2 catches, 53 yards in this one. Jones, a catch, 30 yards. Taylor, 1 catch for 27 yards as well. Now we look at the Stallions. So Smith, 11 of 19 out there passing for 123 yards passing, 1 touchdown, no interception. Rushing wise, 7 attempts for 21 yards as a team so far in this one. Marable, he's got 4 carries for 16 yards. Scarborough, he's got you 2 carries for 5 yards. He's also got you 3 catches for 26 yards as well in this one. Mitchell's got 3 catches for 47 yards. Hardy's got you 2 catches for 36 yards so far in this one. Mitchell also had the receiving touchdown earlier in this one as well. We are now currently at halftime. And again, just a reminder, guys, to make sure that you press the thumbs up button if you have not pressed the thumbs up button already. And if you're someone that's watching that's new to the channel or you're just not subscribed already, go ahead and make sure you press the subscribe button as well. Let's see, I see we're at 7 thumbs up here. So yeah, let's see if we can get to 10 thumbs up here before we return from the half. But again, the Stallions scoring on offense, scoring on defense, scoring on special teams. If you're the Breakers, though, you got to sometimes give yourself a break, and you cannot have the mistakes that they had. You just cannot do that. Let's see. Old man says, JB, did you see Dame trying to recruit KD? And so I did see that. I did see that. And you know what? I like it. I honestly do like it. You know, Dame and KD, I do not mind that pairing at all. I would love to see that. I would love to see it. I would. Because honestly, I know that means that if KD goes to Trailblazers, I guess that means Kyrie's got to go somewhere. So, and if he's going somewhere, best believe the Lakers are going to do their best to make sure that it's LA. We'll see, though. We will see. A lot of things got to work out right for that to happen. But we will see, though. I'm intrigued to see how things are going to play out, though. And the Brooklyn Nets are going to be a team to watch and see how things play out. But I do feel like maybe it is time that they go ahead and split up between Kyrie and KD. Just go ahead and split up right there. And, hey, let's see what happens. I'd love to see KD, though, for the Trailblazers, though. I would like to see that. All right, let's see. Carmichael says he squatted 165 the other day at football practice. And so, okay, bet, bet. Speaking of squats and stuff like that, and so everybody go ahead and let me know at your peak, whether that, high school, whenever, high school, college, whichever, what was the most that you've ever squatted? Let me know that in the comment section, guys. The most that you've ever squatted with the squat rack and stuff like that while lifting weights. Let me know that answer. Let's see. Old man says, I don't care what anyone says. Andrews is the best center in the NFL and is a true patriot. Oh, very definition of a patriot. Very definition of a patriot indeed. Happy to have him. Happy to have him. Absolutely. But let's see. I'm trying to think. Back in high school, what was the most that I squatted for my squats? And so I'm trying to think. I think the most that I ever maxed out on squats was let's see. I think the most I ever maxed out on squats had to be about. I know I was consistently at one point getting like, yeah. For my max, it had to be probably about 425. I think 425, 415, 425 ish at the peak of my peak in high school. Again, you're talking about a guy that played running back, halfback, shooting guard, power forward, small forward, a lot of different positions there. And we had dedicated weight room, so had the weight training class, had to lift after that, lifted all summer long. And so, because had to be, just absolutely had to be. When you're on a small team, you got to do a lot of things. And so, yeah, so JB used to be able to squat a lot back then, but then injuries happen. So, I think most recently though, since my injuries, the most that I've been able to get might have been maybe 315 after injury. I don't think I've tried more than 315. I probably can get 335 at most. I think that's the most that I've tried. But that's what's up though. That's what's up though. When do you guys start the season though? When do you guys start your season? I know last year you guys had got off to a pretty good start last season. All right, let's see. Old man says when he was in his prime football playing shape, he was doing 440 to 460 because we had some cocky dudes on the team, and so oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I remember definitely senior year, most definitely. I remember, yeah, of the guys on the football team, I cannot think of anyone that was out squatting me that actually was on the team. So, absolutely. All right, so let's see. Carmichael says their first game is September 5th. I'm sorry, September 5th. And so, okay, bet. I know you're ready for the season, man. I think we're all ready to get to September and all like that. I mean, all the football that we're gonna get, we just got to get to September, guys. Just got to get to September, honestly. But hey, we're almost in July, guys. Almost in July. Obviously, August. You got your preseason and stuff like that. But we're just trying to get to September. But yeah, I mean, what a first half that action was. And so we're getting ready for the second half pretty soon to start. Cannot wait to see what the second half got in store here for this playoff game. Let's see. Old man says he says, yeah, I remember my boy who played center was doing 480 and a couple times he got to 500 just because he had to be top dog in the locker room. And so that's a lot of weight right there. A lot of weight. Not gonna lie, a lot of weight. And so absolutely. And so, But yeah, I mean, like, hey, you're talking about a guy that played multiple positions there, but I did not play on the line. That is one position I did not play on. So I am proud of my number. Proud of my number. But again, we're currently right now at the commercial, just waiting for the second half to get started soon, guys. And so, but yeah, this has been a tremendous matchup. Not gonna lie, an exciting matchup in this one. Regardless if you like offense, defense, everything is included so far in this game. And the second half, hopefully, will continue to be more of the same. Let's see. Carmichael says he's a freshman, and so your 40 is four. Okay, so 4.7 as a freshman. Hey, that's great. That's great because I think I had a massive leap for me, probably between. I know freshman to sophomore year was a good leap, but I think I had a massive leap between somewhere along sophomore year to June before junior year, like towards late sophomore year and all like that. And so, oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, man, I miss those days. I miss those days. Let's see. Old man says, yeah, when he did 500, coach would go crazy and yell because he was the best old lineman we had, and if he hurt himself, he yeah, I can understand that. Would have been F. I understand that. Understand that. I tell you what though, I remember that we had this one guy that was squatting, like this was my freshman year, he was a senior, and so like he squat so much that the bar rack itself was bending like crazy because he had so much weight on it. It was insane. And so yeah, I was like, I'll never be that guy, but I'll be the best version I can be. But I was like, I'll never be that guy though. What was your least favorite thing to do on a football field? Like your least favorite drill? It could be drill, training method, anything. But your least favorite thing to do that your coach asked you to do outside of something that's like maybe a football related drill or something like that. But in terms of just pure training and conditioning, or strength conditioning and stuff like that, your least favorite thing. Let me know that in the comment section, guys. But already here we go in the third quarter, and we already got some penalties here. Again, the Breakers here with the football first, and I feel like all the penalties so far have been against the Breakers so far in this one. Let's see, old man says, but now he can't even do 200 without being in pain. That's what happens when you try to outdo everyone. Oh man, that's sad. That is sad. But I feel like that's really the case for a lot of people. Once you, as I say, as they say, retire from the game and stuff like that. At this point. All right, so here we go. Kyle Slaughter. He's already got 2 picks so far in the first half. Let's see. Takes a snap out of the shotgun. Going to hand it to the back. Back. Breaks off of one tackle there. Still running. Falls about a yard shy of the first down. So he picked up about 9 yards on the carry. Taking it all the way to the New Orleans 29-yard line. 2nd and 1 coming up here for the Breakers. Here in the third quarter with about 14 minutes and 38 seconds. Let's see. Carmichael says as a receiver he hate doing box and jump and I'm sorry, doing bench and box jump. And so okay, okay. I mean freshman year I did start off as a receiver and cornerback my first 2 positions. And so I used to like the box jump and doing bench. Those were 2 of my favorite ones, especially bench back then. It was a way for me to show off and stuff like that back then. What I hated was flipping tires. I hated flipping tires with a passion and stuff like that. And so yeah, that was not my forte right there. Like I absolutely hated it. Absolutely hated it. That let's see, I was not too fond of power cleans and stuff like that. So those were things that I was not too thrilled about. But here we go, shotgun formation. It takes a snap here, gonna hand it to the back and the back up the middle. Picks up about a good 4 yards in the carry. So we got 2nd and 6 coming up here from the Breakers 38-yard line here in the third quarter. Again, first drive of the game here of the second half, and it's the Breakers that got the football first in the second half. Let's see. Oh, I see something about chains here, and so I'll get to that in a second here. But here we go, 2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, 13 minutes and 20 seconds right now. Takes a snap here for Slaughter. Going to hand it to the back, and the back gets the first down. Still on his feet here. Takes it to midfield. So first and 10. And so now we're at midfield right now. So the Breakers, getting off to a fast start here in the second half here. Let's see if they can carry this on all the way to the end zone. But let's see. Old man says, I hate it when head coach made us big boys run laps while pulling weights behind us. And if we lost, he would add chains. And let me tell you let me tell you, when these chains get wet, they get way heavier. And so, I had not had to experience that, luckily. And so they hand to the back. He's brought down the backfield, lost about 2-3 yards on the carry. So you got 2nd and 12 coming up. 2nd and 12 coming up. And so, but man, yeah. Glad I did not have to experience that, old man. That sounds pretty bad. I mean, anytime you add chains, they did add chains for us on like Fridays if it wasn't like, like during the season and stuff like that. But typically they weren't bad and stuff like that. I just hated the tires and stuff like that, or the outside sprinting during the freezing cold, because I was not a fan of freezing cold and didn't have to do all those sprints and stuff like that in the freezing cold and stuff like that in front of the gym was not was not too fun. But here we go, Slaughter on the move. And so he flings it. He flings it almost through a pick here. Son, you are not Pat Mahomes. You cannot be flinging it here. My goodness. 3rd and 12 coming up here. And so you got to be more careful with the football here. I get it, trying to make a play here. But, it worked one time. But, man, he was really off on that fling. He's lucky that was not picked off, because McFarland had a shot at that ball. All right, here we go, guys. 3rd and 12 coming up. Again, third quarter, 11 minutes, 35 seconds to go right now. And so the Breakers trailing 21-14. Key third down coming up here. Third down and 12. Shotgun formation. Takes a snap here. Defense sending 4. He throws to the receiver, and it's caught. That's actually the tight end here. And he's still dragging defenders here. Takes it to about the, 33-yard line there. Big time play. And a first down here for the Breakers. Let's see. Carmichael says, one of my favorite things are squats. And so that's nice. I can't think of way too many receivers that I knew that actually enjoyed squats and all like that. I know that I did, but I was, more of a hybrid type of player. But that's great. That is great. Slaughter takes a snap here, going to hand it to the back and up the middle, picks up about 4 yards in the carry here. So you got 2nd and 6 coming up here at the Stallions 29-yard line. So I'm looking at the Stallions defense here. Can we make a play here? Can we get a stop? Tackling is going to be critical right now. Can the Stallions make that play? It's been a great start here on the second drive here for the Breakers here. Again, the Breakers honestly could be winning this game if not for the mistakes that they made in the first half here. But let's see if the second half, if they can right the ship here. Let's see, old man says, time to put the backup in. Slaughter is a bum and costing us this game. Slaughter takes a snap, hands it to the back, makes one guy miss, still on his feet there, brought down. There is a penalty. There is going to be a penalty, and this is going to move the offense back. You cannot have penalties happen in this situation right now if you're the Breakers, because the offense has been moving the ball pretty nicely here. So they call holding that time on Razi. And so, let's see. Mike, what's good with you, Mike? What's good with you, Mike? We got Mike here, y'all. You already know what time it is. And he says, hey, JB, caught you. You get thumbs up. Appreciate that, Mike, and appreciate you being here, Mike. Glad to have you here. You say both games been fire. Absolutely, that's the truth. That is the truth. Who are you rooting for in this one? Meanwhile, Slaughter throws it to the back, and so the back. Oh, my goodness, man. Jones bobbled that one and dropped it, but man, I feel like the way that shot was coming there, he is lucky that shot did not come out there and just take him out with that hit. That would have been a big time hit. Let's see, Mike says he's rooting Stallions here. All right, so another one for the Stallions here. Let's go. Let's go. But what a game we've gotten so far in this one, guys. Again, playoff football at its finest. Braden says Kyle Slaughter used to play for the Vikings. No wonder he stinks. And so Braden says it's a Minnesota thing. Speaking of Slaughter, takes a snap, looking, throws it, across the middle. It's caught for the first down. And so with a big time pass there, big time play, and so they're going to catch it, take it to about the 19-yard line. And Dixon, I feel like is a nightmare when it comes to the matchups, and he can take advantage of it. It's just up to them to put him in a position to make the play. But that time, him and Slaughter were on the same page there, and he made the completion. All right, here we go, guys. Again, they're going to line up in a shotgun again. Three receivers on the play, one tight end, one back next to the quarterback here. Takes a snap. Going to hand it to the back. And the back, ooh, got brought down with a nice tackle there by the D lineman there. And so he lost a yard in the play. 2nd and 11 coming up. Again, here in the third quarter with about 8 minutes and 18 seconds to go. It has been one heck of a drive here for the Breakers, but it doesn't mean nothing if you cannot cap it off in the end zone. And meanwhile, for the Stallions, let's see if they can do some bend but not break. But it's important for the Breakers, though, not to make mistakes. That means don't have any penalties here. Don't turn the ball over. They've got to capitalize here. Important drive. Three receivers, one tight end. Shotgun formation. Kyle Slaughter takes the snap here. Has time. Throws it across the middle. Incomplete. He had his tight end. Had his tight end there. Incomplete. He's going to want to have that one back, folks. He's going to want to have that one back. All right, so here we go, guys. Shotgun formation. Three receivers, one tight end. Going to take the snap here. Defense sending four. Slaughter throws it while getting hit, but it's caught by his tight end, taking it all the way to the 5, and a new set of downs there, and a first down. So we got first and goal here at about the Birmingham 6-yard line. So I'm looking at the Stallions defense now. You have got to step it up here. Got to step it up. Mike says, very nice pass. Very nice pass. Mike says it's even NFL good right now. Let's see if Mike will take it a step further and offer him a spot in the Buffalo Bills, perhaps. All right, but again, we're here in the third quarter, and man, I mean, the Breakers, they've really been they've had the football this entire quarter so far. They hand it to the back, and the back, he gets back to the line of scrimmage there, may have possibly picked up a yard. 2nd and goal coming up. I'm looking at the Stallions here. You've got to clamp down right now. You've got to clamp down and keep them out of the end zone. 6 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter right now. And so the Breakers, they've had the football the entire third quarter so far. So they've got to capitalize and get some points, and you know they're thinking touchdown. All right, but here we go. 2nd and goal right now. Trips towards the top of the formation here. One receiver towards the bottom. Take the snap out of the shotgun. Defense sending for Slaughter. Going to throw it across the middle, and it is incomplete again. Just a little too short. A little too short. Close, but not close enough. And so at that time, he threw it to Adams, but in order for Adams to make that type of a catch, he would have probably had to been Devontae Adams, to be honest with you. I mean, the ball was there, though. That's a play that the receiver's got to be able to make, though. Okay, seeing the replay there, that's a play that you got to be able to make there. Ball could have been better, but that's a play you got to make. Mike says bad throw. But here we go out of the shotgun. Slaughter takes a snap, looking, feels the rush, runs around in the circle, throws it, and it is incomplete. And so Capella's looking for a penalty here. I'm sorry, that's Canella there, looking for a penalty. No penalty called there, and so that's an incompletion there. I was about to say, this looks kind of Johnny Manziel-ish when he was back at Texas A&M against Duke with that play right there. Stepped up, spent, threw it, incomplete though. Incomplete. So a 23-yard field goal attempt on the way right down the middle, and it's good. So that was a long drive there by the Breakers in that third quarter there. I mean, dominated the time of possession on that drive right there, but ultimately fell short of getting into the end zone. We'll see if it costs them later on, but right now the score, Stallions still lead this one 21-17, and when we come back from the commercial, the Breakers will be kicking things off. Let's see, old man says, now the Breakers O-line doesn't want to block. And so, or you could say the Stallions defense decided they want to clamp down here. And so, but hey, I mean, good game so far. Good game so far in this one. And so let's see what the Breakers have done so far in this game. Kyle Slaughter, he's 17 of 28 passing for 266 yards passing, one touchdown, two interceptions, and that's two interceptions too much right now if you're rooting for the Breakers. On the ground, 19 carries for 58 yards and a rushing touchdown. Jones, he's responsible for 12 carries and 49 yards, but it's Ellis with his 6 attempts and 5 yards and a touchdown so far in this one. Receiving wise, Carnella, he's been targeted 11 times, which is more than twice the next highest receiver. He's got you 8 catches for 92 yards. What is that telling me? Slaughter, every time he's looking to pass the ball, he is looking to find Carnella out there. And hey, Carnella, he's getting open out there. 8 catches, 92 yards here in third quarter. Still plenty of football left to be done here. But you look at what the Stallions have done so far in this one. Smith, 11 of 19 passing for 123 yards passing, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. On the ground, 7 carries for 21 yards. And Marable, he's got you 16 of those 21 yards off of 4 carries. Receiving wise, Mitchell's got you 3 catches, 47 yards, and a touchdown. Hardy's got 2 catches, 36 yards. Scarborough out the backfield, 3 catches, 26 yards. And Williams, 2 catches, and 12 yards for the Stallions. All right, let's see. Old man says at least the kicker's making kicks this game, and he says I'm glad I didn't put no money on this game. Old man, I figured that you would have put money on this one right here, but I am surprised. I am surprised. I guess old man says you got to know when not to, and so he says he did not do it. So the Breakers, they know they left some points basically off the scoreboard that should have been on the scoreboard right there. They should have finished that drive with a touchdown, given how that drive played out for the most part. But ultimately, they fell a little short of that. But they did get 3 points. Now they kick things off here, and ball's going to go out of bounds. And so these Stallions are going to take over first and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Here in the third quarter with 4 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. Let's see. Mike says USFL could be first complete an NFL season and not go bankrupt in 36 years. 36 years. Mike says, how would you all rate this season? That's a good question. How would I rate this season? I honestly, if I had to put it on a scale from 1 to 10, Mike, I would give it about a 8.3-ish. I'm thinking 8.3. I saw a lot of good things. That I really did. I see the foundation of it. I like the balance, between offense, defense, special teams. I like the realism of it. I like the camera angles, the interviews, things of that sort. They've got their own mix to it. So I do like it. I do like it. So I will say that. I will say that. Let's see. Mike says, I think it exceeded expectations. It did. It did. It honestly did. I came into it not having extremely high expectations. And after the season, I'm like, okay, I like it. I like it. Let's see. Mike says, XFL, take notes. And so there you go. There you go. Absolutely. But yeah, guys, I mean, obviously, we have the championship round. Whoever wins this one will move on to face Philadelphia in the championship. Looking forward to that. But, hey, once we get past that, I am going to be counting down seriously to the start of the NFL and college football season, guys. We are just a few months away from it. I know, obviously, preseason. Before preseason, you got camp and all like that. And obviously, fantasy football, all the mock drafts, all that stuff to help make time go by. But I cannot wait for the start of the NFL season, guys, along with college football. But we are getting ready to come back from the commercial soon. Let's see. Meanwhile, let us see where we stand right now in terms of how many thumbs up we have collectively right now. We are at, let's see. All right, so right now we're at 9 thumbs up here. So let's see if we can get to 15. I want to get to 15. Let's see if we can do that. But here we go. Smith, the quarterback. He's gonna fake it to Marable and keep it himself here. And so, oh, what a cut up there. And so I thought he's gonna pitch it for a second. I was like, does he know where he's at right now on the field? But he cut it up and picked up some solid yards there. Picked up about 7 yards here. So now we got 2nd and 3 coming up here at the Birmingham 32-yard line. If I am Birmingham, my defense was pretty much out there forever. So I want to try to follow this up with a drive that at least closes out this quarter and gives that defense a break. All right, you're going to take the snap. You're going to hand it to the back, up the middle, and he's going to be about maybe half a yard shy. So it's going to be about 3rd and 1 coming up. So big 3rd down coming up here for the Stallions from their own 34-yard line. So let's see, 3rd and 1. I'd like to see Scarborough get the carry here on 3rd and 1 for the Stallions. But let's see what they call. All right, so they got Scarborough in the backfield here. Again, 3rd quarter with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Stallions up 21-17. They got the big boys in on this one. No doubt what they're going to do. Take the snap. Hands it to Scarborough. And so he gets enough for the 1st down. Way to take my advice on that one. That time they didn't even try to hide it. They said, we're just going to outmuscle you because we're just going to be bigger and stronger than you on this play. But great job here. Excellent blocking. And they gave it to him. But wow. I don't think we're going to see that playbook enter into Madden anytime soon, though. Let's see. Mike says, next break thoughts on Hornets draft, please. And so, gotcha. But here we go. They take the snap here. Fakes it to the fullback. Looking. Feels the pressure. Slings it up there. And it's almost picked off. What are we doing, son? What are we doing, Smith? Get your head in the game. That would have been a horrible, I mean absolutely horrible decision right there. All right, so here we go. Smith throws it. It's caught there by the receiver, and he looks like he falls just about a yard shy. So you got about 3rd and 1 coming up here at the Birmingham 45-yard line. Again, another 3rd down here. And so, again, I'd like to see Scarborough get the carry again here from the Stallions. Well, here we go, guys. 3rd and 1 here in the 3rd quarter. About a minute and 30 seconds left to go. They called the same play as before, just opposite side. And, man, this time it ran pretty good. There's no doubt that they practiced that play a lot in preparation for these key situations. So now we got a 1st down here. So let's see. 1st and 10 here for the Stallions at the Breakers 48-yard line. All right, so here we go, guys. 1st and 10. Takes a snap here. Going to hand it to the back. In the back, up the middle. Scarborough. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I like when you get a head full of steam there and has that burst to him. Picked up 8 yards on the carry. So now we got 2nd and 2 coming up here. There's a difference of about 8 seconds between the rest of the 3rd quarter and the play clock. So they'll at least have to run one more play. Let's see. Mike says echo on the mic. JB could be on my end. And so, yeah, guys, let me know if you guys are also hearing an echo. If so, then it would be on my end. So, yeah, the rest of you guys, let me know. Do you guys hear an echo on my end? This is a new headphone, perhaps the 2nd time that I've used this headphone. And so they run the same play this time with Marable in the backfield. And This time it works out for him, and he gets the first down there. So that three back in the backfield formation is working tremendously here for the Stallions. Let's see. But yeah, guys, let me know if you guys are also hearing an echo coming from my end. Let's see. All right, but right now we are currently at the commercial, and again, yeah, just anybody just let me know if it is echoing on their end coming from me. But yeah, in terms of what the Hornets did, I mean, the compensation that they got in return for Jalen Duran, I do like the compensation, but at the same time, I feel like like I don't know, the trade was kind of iffy or questionable there, and so I mean, I'd probably give him like a, I'll say B minus, give the Hornets B minus, and so yeah, so probably give him a B minus, C plus, around that grade right there for the Hornets. Let's see, but again, right now we are currently at the commercial here at the end of the third quarter. And Mike, are you still hearing the echo on your end? All right, but so far, while we're at the commercial right now, let's see. So Smith for the Stallions, 12 of 21 passing, 132 yards, one touchdown, no interception. You compare him to Slaughter, Kyle Slaughter, and he's 17 of 28 for 267 yards, one touchdown, two interceptions. On the ground, the Breakers, 19 carries for 58 yards. Meanwhile, the Stallions, 13 carries for 49 yards. Let's see, Mike says that he is. Let's see. Not sure why that would be. But let me try this and see if this works. I'll try to unplug this and plug it back in. All right, can you hear me now, Mike? Is it still echoing now? Let's see, Mike says, not the worst thing ever, just maybe troubleshoot if others hear it. And so, yeah, if anybody else is watching, if you're hearing an echo, definitely let me know. And let me know if I happen to fix it there, Mike. I tried to unplug it and plug it back in, see if that fixed it. But if not, definitely let me know. All right, so here we go. Again, this is actually the Stallions still their first drive since halftime because the Breakers had one heck of a drive to start off the third quarter, took off a lot of time, and so now the Stallions still moving the football here, trying to score. Let's see, old man says, it's those Bill fans, JB, they had enough messing with me and now they're messing with you. So you're hearing an echo on your end as well, old man? Let's see. Mike says, sounds better all of a sudden. Let's see, old man says, and you good on my end. And so, okay, bet. Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that. All right, so after that carry there, they lost a yard. So we got second and 11 coming up here. Again, the Stallions lead right now 21-17. Out of the shotgun here. Four receivers on the play. Takes the snap. Defense sending five. Smith gonna scramble. Look at him run. And so gets tripped up at about the 21-yard line. Smith says, I don't mind doing it myself out there. Whatever it takes. Gotta like that. Gotta like that. Smith is having a good game in this one. Not gonna lie, a good game in this one. He's got 3 carries, 24 yards on the ground. He's 12 of 21 passing for 132 yards and a touchdown. He's doing exactly what they expect of him. Let's see. Can Jamar Smith lead them into the end zone here? That's what I want to know. Shotgun again. Two receivers on the bottom of the screen here. Takes a snap here. Gonna hand it to the back. In the back, Marable cuts back to the right side there before he gets cut up there. And it's going to be a pickup of 3 yards on the play. We got 2nd and 7 coming up here. Let's see. Mike says, looking for Smith to hit Osiris for a touchdown. Let's go. Yes, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. If Mike calls it, it has to happen, guys. It has to happen. Let's see. Old man says it's been reported the Spurs would want 3 first-round picks in return for the DeJounte. I'm sorry. Yeah, DeJounte. I'm sorry. I can't speak right now. Murray. And so let's see. Old man says, do you think he's worth that, JB? And so give me 1 second here. But Marable on a carry, he lost a few yards on that one. And so, I mean, like I feel like I personally would not do it. I could see it happening, but I personally would not do it. 3 first-round picks, 2, sure. 3, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right, but here we go, guys. So let's see. 3rd and 9 coming up here. So an important 3rd down coming up here for the Stallions. Let's see if they can get this. Again, 12 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Smith takes a snap, looking, pump fakes. Gonna throw it towards the end zone. Has a guy who caught it, but it's out of bounds. It's out of bounds. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I mean, it was open. It was there. Just a little off, and he couldn't get a foot down. Man. Football is a game of inches. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But man, man, that's 7 points right there, or at least 6 points right there that the Stallions could have had. Now you got a 38-yard field goal attempt. Hoping that a break can come out here and make this one and make it a touchdown lead. Kick is up, and it looks good because it is good. And so 24-17. Stallions up by a touchdown. But man, that missed opportunity is huge right there. A difference between a 2-score game and a 1-score game. Again, we are here in the 4th quarter with 12 minutes and 4 seconds left to go. And the Stallions over the Breakers 24-17. But again, right now we're currently at the commercial right now. But man, what a game we've seen so far in this one. But again, currently at the commercial right now. And just a reminder that, of course, the winner of this game goes on to play the Philadelphia Stars in the championship game. Again, the Stars, congratulations on their victory over the New Jersey Generals earlier today. And so whoever advances is going to be a great matchup. And so, yeah, Stallions definitely got to discuss that. I mean, the receiver was open in the end zone. You cannot miss open wide receivers in the end zone. Just cannot do it. Oh man, he was so wide open. How in the world do you not hit that, Smith? Smith, you have got to hit that pass, bruh. Got to. Big mistake. All right, kickoff on the way. See if we get a return here. And we will get a return. Let's see, he's at the 20. At the 25. Brought down at about the 29-yard line. What a hit on that special teams play. All right, so here we go. I mean, last drive, they took 10 minutes and 25 seconds to turn time of possession off the clock. That's insane. Let's see what they do this time. Will they continue to wear out the defense? They take the snap, play fake. Slaughter's looking. Throws it to the back. The back catches it. Tried to make a guy miss. Nah, didn't work this time, and so he's going to actually lose a yard in the play. So you got 2nd and 11 coming up. Need the Stallions to go ahead and make life difficult here. It's 2nd and 11, so what you want to do is at the very least ensure that they don't gain any yards here. Try to make it 3rd and long. You want to set up 3rd and long if possible. As for the Breakers, they rely heavily on Kyle Slaughter, and he's going to have to be the reason. If they're going to find a way to win this game, he's going to have to be the reason the rest of the way. Takes a snap out of the shotgun. Throws it to the right side, and it is caught there by the tight end. Who else? Canella with another reception. And so he has just been having a fantastic outing so far in this one. I mean, his impact in this game, quarterback, when he feels pressure or when he needs a play, he's looking at this guy. He is looking at this guy, and this guy's coming up big in this one. I mean, so far in this one, he's got 9 catches for 103 yards receiving so far in this one. They snap the ball, hand it to the back, and the back gets enough for the first down. Picks up about 3 yards on the carry. That's going to give him a brand new set of downs here. So you got first down coming up here. 1st and 10 coming up. 10 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Again, right now the Stallions lead 24-17. All right, so here we go. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. Stallions sending 5. Slaughter steps up, throws it. Oh, incomplete. Tried to hit his receiver that was going across towards the left side there, but was unable to convert there. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up, 2nd and 10. I find it funny that some of these receivers, they're just shaking their head like, man, this guy sucks. Like every time they don't get a completion. Let's see, Braden says have to make that completion. Yeah, I understand why the receiver's shaking his head on that one. That's just a play you got to make. Like that's one you got to make. But here we go, 2nd and 10. Slaughter looking, going to the left side, throws an ugly duck. Don't know who he was trying to throw it to, but he did get hit on that one, so I'm going to assume he was trying to hit his receiver deep on that one. 3rd down coming up, though. 3rd and 10 coming up. Just under 10 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Again, the Birmingham Stallions lead right now 24-17 in a win or go home scenario. Big 3rd down coming up here. Big 3rd down coming up here. So far on third down, when it's been 3rd and more than 7, the Breakers have done a great job so far in this one. Let's see, Slaughter throws it, and it is caught again by Cardinella one more time. Once again, that's his 10th catch. Ball came out. Was he down? What did they say? Who has the ball here? Did the ball indeed come out here? Stallions have the football right now, but was he down before it came out? So Carnetta's been running those crisp routes. I will say that, like very crisp route running on this so far in this one. Let's see. All right, so he was down by the time they ripped the ball out. So good call there by the officials. They hand it to the back. Back looking off the right side. Gets brought down. Picked up a yard in the play. So you got 2nd and 9 coming up. That was Ellis on the carry for the Breakers. 9 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Time is going to become more and more of a factor as the longer that this drive continues to go on. If you are the Breakers, you want to try to score a touchdown this drive. 8 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the fourth quarter right now. Slaughter making adjustments here. Lines up in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. 5 seconds to go in the play clock right now. Defense sends pressure. He feels the pressure. Slaughter throws it up there, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. That time he threw it up there, gave his receiver a small chance to get to the ball there, but incomplete. That time felt the pressure there, and he threw the ball there where only his receiver had a shot at the ball. And that's what you have to do in that situation. All right, here we go. 3rd and 9 right now here in the fourth quarter with about 8 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Takes a snap up. Will that be a timeout possibly? It is a timeout. And that's the Breakers' first timeout right there. They've got 2 timeouts remaining. They wanted to make sure that they at least discuss this play here as a very critical 3rd down play here for the Breakers. But thanks to the timeout, we are currently at the commercial right now. But I mean, what a game by Cannella here for the Breakers. He's got 10 catches, 115 yards receiving, averaging 11.5 yards a catch. Longest catch of the night, 19 yards, and he's been targeted 14 times in this one. Let's see. Mike says, very entertaining games all season. I 1000% agree with that, Mike. There has been some very great and entertaining games this season, but hey, playoffs are really living up to it. That's when you want to see the best of the best games, and so I feel like we are getting high quality games here in the playoffs, and that's great. That is absolutely great. But the regular season was fun to watch as well, and so definitely like what they've done this season. But Kyle Slaughter so far, 20 of 34 for 288 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Again, we are in the fourth quarter here with 8 minutes and 36 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. And right now the Breakers, they trail 24-17. They've got 2 timeouts. They just called a timeout here. So you got to make it count. You got to convert here on 3rd and 9. Let's see what they do. All right, going to line up in the shotgun here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Got to know where Carnella is. This is where Kyle has been looking at all game long. Takes a snap, looking, throws it across the middle. Oh, incomplete. So the Stallions get the stop there. 4th and 9 coming up. Again here in the fourth quarter with 8 minutes and 31 seconds remaining. That time Taylor went up. It was contested but was unable to get it. So now we've got the punt team out. Stallions saying that there's movement. Punts on the way. Fair catch symboled. And it's caught at the 13-yard line of the Stallions. So they're going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 13-yard line. And so Braden's like, oh man, he's like, my knees right now won't stop shaking. I'm just so nervous right now. It's just, so it's not a good look. Not a good look. But right now we're currently at the commercial again, guys. But right now it's going to be important for the Stallions. You want to score again, and you want to take some time off the clock, at least more than half the remaining time. You got to take that off the clock there and find a way to score, whether it's a touchdown, whether it's a field goal, find a way to score. Braden says my legs are not good right now, and so yeah, that's pretty bad right there, Braden. Pretty bad. But we'll see what the Stallions can do with the football here on an important drive. You want to make sure you make this drive, extend the drive, go on a long drive, take off 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Heck, try to do the rest of it, but also make sure that you come out there and you score a touchdown. It's going to be very critical here for the Stallions. Finish this drive with a touchdown here, and let's try to really ice this game. Meanwhile, I see right now that we're at 10 thumbs up right now. So let's see, can we get to 15 thumbs up here in this last 8 minutes and 24 seconds to go here? Can we reach 15? Let's see. Old man says, breakers doing breakers things and breaking my hopes and dreams. And so that sounds like poetic right there. It's very poetic right there, old man, but very accurate as well. But speaking of breaking, we're going to see if we can break the hearts of the breakers here on this drive for the Stallions. Can they do it? Right now, Smith and the offense. Smith has done tremendous in this one. He's had pretty good control of the offense, whether it's passing, whether it's using his legs there. He's done smart. I mean, he did make a few mistakes, but the defense did not capitalize off of it. But it's going to be on Smith's shoulder right here. This is where you got to have that leadership, your composure right now, that clutch gene that they like to talk about so much. Can he come through right now? You got to back like Scarborough. You got to utilize him. But here they go. Shotgun formation right now. Takes a snap. Gonna hand it to Scarborough, and so he's going to run it up the middle, picks up about a good 3 yards in the carry. So you got 2nd and 7 coming up here at the 16-yard line. Again, but you got to protect the ball. I mean, regardless of what happens, you've got to protect the ball here if you're the Stallions. Each and every first down that takes off more time off the clock. All right, going to line up in the shotgun here. 4 receivers, running back. Takes a snap. Smith looking. Throws a quick pass there. Caught by the receiver. He makes the catch there. Williams picks up about a yard in the play, but he did make the catch, and the clock continues to run. Now we got 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 6 coming up here. Can the Stallions get a first down right now? Smith must be confident because he's smiling right now, so he must be confident in the play. 7 minutes and 18 seconds left to go against Stallions lead right now, 24-17 over the Breakers right now. Here we go, shotgun formation. Let's see. All eyes on Smith. They need 4 yards. Can they get it? Takes a snap, looking, quick pass, and it is. Oh, what a nice catch. Makes a couple guys miss there before they bring him down at the 36-yard line. What a huge, fantastic first down for the Stallions. Let's go. Let's go. And so, tell me, have you heard this before? Smith to Mitchell. And great catch there by Mitchell, because honestly, it looked like he was more closer to Brown than it was Mitchell. Great catch there. Here we go. Big time play. Big time play. Now we got to run the ball. We got to run the ball. Stallions tried to take the snap there. Did they get the time? They did not get the timeout in time. So got a penalty. You cannot have this happen. I mean, this is what you have the timeouts for. This is what you have the timeouts for, to prevent something like this from happening. I'm looking at the coach. Why didn't you call a timeout here? Let's see. Mike says yes. Osiris Mitchell. There you go. Some call him the truth. All right, so after the penalty here, it's now 1st and 15 here in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes and 21 seconds to go. Smith in the shotgun, 4 receivers at his disposal. Takes a snap. Smith looking, gonna throw it, and it is, oh, what a nice catch. These receivers, they are coming through with some big receptions here on this drive. I will say that. They are catching the ball with their hands. Contested coverage, good coverage by the defenses here. Just receivers are making great catches right now and holding on to the ball. 5 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Stallions up 24-17. Smith on this drive, 3 of 3 for 31 yards. Gonna line up in a shotgun again. 4 receivers, takes the snaps, looking. Smith gonna run it. And so he falls forward there, and that's gonna be, let's see where they mark him at. Let's see where they mark him at. Was it enough for the first? All right, so we got a first down here. So there we go. 1st and 10 coming up. 5 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. And so the Breakers right now, they have a defender that's currently down on the ground right now. Here in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes and 22 seconds to go. So they will take a look at the injured defender here for the Breakers. And we will hit the commercial. Let's see, Mike says, would Breakers take N'Keal Harry? And so, you know what? They would, Mike. They would. They would take N'Keal Harry. They would take him and let him be the 5th option on the team receiving wise. So I think they would take him and at least do him that one solid. He keeps up what he's doing, he's going to end up here next season. But again, right now we are currently at the commercial due to the injured player for the Breakers. Let's see. Mike says, "I see your Pat signed your first pick," and so yeah, I mean, had to get Mr. Strange up under that contract. So most definitely, absolutely, absolutely. Let's see. Old man says, hopefully Breakers can get a quarterback who can play, and so old man's already thinking about next season. All right, so here we go again. So far on this drive, the Stallions, they have been moving the football here. Got to continue to move the football here. Play smart, protect the ball here. But it's good to see them out here smiling, having fun despite the pressure right now. They are showing extreme composure, and so we'll see how this plays out. But here we go, guys. 1st and 10 with 5 minutes and 22 seconds to go. All right, here we go, guys. 3 receivers. Receiver goes in motion. That's Bowden Jr. Takes a snap here. Gonna hand it to the back. And so Bo with the stiff arm. And so it takes about 3 guys to bring him down here. He picked up maybe a yard on the play. But more importantly, the clock continues to run. 4 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the fourth quarter now. All right, here we go, guys. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Shotgun formation again. 4 wide receivers, 1 back. Smith takes a snap here, looking, throws it, and oh, what a nice completion. What a nice completion, taking it all the way to the Breakers' 35-yard line. Smith, he's in the zone. He's in the zone. I'll go ahead and call it. He is in the zone right now. He's feeling it right now. I mean, it's contagious right now. I mean, excellent pass right there. The timing, the window, the accuracy. Smith is playing. I mean, he's having a career game right now in terms of just in the moment right here. They're relying on him in this game, and he's coming through for them. He's 16 of 26 for 180 yards and a touchdown. Here we go, full wide, takes a snap, gonna hand it to the back there, and the back's gonna pick up about 2-3 yards on the carry. All right, so we got 3 minutes and 37 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. So every time they get a first down, that put the Breakers more and more against the wall defensively. You got to worry about the time here. Meanwhile, for the Stallions, though, you want to cap off here with a touchdown. Here we go, guys. 2nd and 7. Shotgun formation again, 4 wide. Takes a snap, defense, sending for Smith, going to keep it himself. Follows the back, gets the first down, takes it all the way to about the 18-yard line. Let's go. Jamar Smith is fired up. How about them Stallions here? Got up in towards the end zone. How about it? And so we're so close to the end zone here. I can practically smell this drive finishing in the end zone. But of course, you got to make it happen here. Cannot have mistakes, cannot have penalties here. But Jamar Smith, he is really fired up, guys. Extremely fired up. Love what I'm seeing here from the Stallions here. They're up 24-17 here. Takes a snap. Smith going to keep it himself again. Cuts up. Lowered his shoulder there. Picked up at least a good 4 yards on the play. And so Smith is just balling out here, guys. I mean, heck, if he's balling like this, keep it going. Not a defense. Got to look out for Smith. Got to look out for Scarborough. Man, that's a lot to look out for. Okay, it's a lot to look out for. So they're going to take this one to the 2-minute mark. Going to take it to the 2-minute mark. Smart decision here. So now we're looking at the Breakers. You got 2 timeouts left to go here. You cannot let the Stallions score a touchdown right here. You just can't let it happen. Unless the old man says, yep, Breakers are done. He says defense said if offense and special teams not going to show up to win, why should we? They say, why should we? Mike says Slaughter looks so bummed, and so he does. And so, but of course there's still 2 minutes left to go here. But hey, I mean, Breakers, they're gonna have to consider utilizing timeouts here. They're gonna have to use timeouts here. And so for the Stallions, you want to utilize that, and hey, here we go. Let's see, Mike says that's so cool. He was his college coach. And so, man, I mean, talk about the connection there between the two. But man, this is outstanding. This is outstanding. Let me see. Let's see. But again, right now, guys, we're currently at the commercial right now. Just 2 minutes remaining, guys. 2 minutes left in this game. The winner advances to play Philly in the championship game. Loser, their season's done. I mean, Smith, he's been outstanding. I will have to say outstanding so far. I love the quarterback play here today. 16 of 26, 181 yards passing, a touchdown, no picks, also has 6 carries for 47 yards. And so, can they cap it off though in the end zone? That's the question. That is the question. Let's see. Mike says Perez, good quarterback. I consider first game upset. And so, okay, so you consider first game an upset? Okay, bet, bet, bet. All right, here we go. 2nd and 6. Takes a snap. And so that's going to stop the play right there. Going to move him back 5 yards. You were doing so good. So good. And then you make that mistake for a false start. That can ruin momentums here, big fella. Cannot do it. Can't do it. Let's see. Mike says, great time slot for championship. And so, yep, absolutely. Absolutely. But here we go, guys. 2nd and 11 right now. After the penalty that backed them up 5 yards there. Breaker showing bliss. Smith takes a snap. Looks, throws, caught by the wide receiver. Keeps the streak going this drive there. 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 3. I mean, Smith is just playing like out of his mind right now at this point. Like just out of his mind. Let's see. Old man says, I'll be rooting for the Stallions to win since Breakers didn't want to win. Speaking of Stallions, and so Scarborough, he gets the first down in the carry, big first down. That was 3rd and 2 there. So now we're looking at the Breakers here. And so look at Smith, very animated out there because he wants this one. He wants it. This means a lot to these young men. Means a lot to him. And again, the championship, let's see. Braden says, good game, JB. Appreciate that, Braden. Appreciate that. Yeah, you already know. You already know. But appreciate that. Man. Man, man, man. All right, they hand the ball again to Scarborough here, and so he's going to go down. He's going to go down. Let's see. Braden says, see you next stream, JB, and good night. Yeah, good night to you, Braden. Appreciate you for coming through, man. And so, yeah, I'll definitely be streaming that championship game, guys. And so, but yeah, appreciate you for coming through. Mike says, join us, old man. And so, there you go. All right, so the Breakers call their second timeout. So that's going to take us to the commercial. Again, just 51 seconds remaining. And again, the championship game will be Sunday, July 3rd at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be the championship game, and I will be streaming that one, guys. And so, most definitely. Will the Stallions be there? Well, it's looking like it. Barring something drastically wrong, the Stallions should be there for the matchup against Philly. And again, right now we're currently at the commercial, guys, but Breakers with one timeout remaining. 2nd and goal at the 4 yard line, their own 4 yard line. Matter of fact, can the Stallions ice it here? Breakers have one timeout, 51 seconds here. All right, so here we go, guys. Fourth down. I'm sorry, fourth quarter. 51 seconds here. 2nd and goal here. Again, just one timeout. Current drive 13 plays, 83 yards, 7 minutes and 33 seconds here against this Breakers defense that has been extremely impressive, guys, all year long. But here we go. Second and goal. Takes a snap there. Scarborough making guys miss there. Gets enough for the first. They knock him down here, but that's going to be a first down for the Stallions. And so there we go. The final timeout has been called by the Breakers. So congratulations here to the Stallions, guys. I mean, what a game it was, guys. What a game it was. But Birmingham, they scored on offense. They scored on defense. They scored on special teams. They got a field goal. And so the Breakers, I mean, they played outstanding, but they made some costly mistakes. Turnovers. Turnovers bit them. Mistakes were made, and ultimately, it was just too much to overcome. All right, here we go, guys. Third and goal. All right, so here we go. Smith up under center here. Three backs in the backfield. All right, so they take the penalty. Or was it there? Okay, so they gave them their first timeout. So they awarded them the timeout there. But yeah, guys, again, Sunday will be the championship game next week. Looking forward to that. But man, what a game here by the Stallions tonight. Smith came out. Smith was ready. Quarterback sneaks it. And so Smith lost his helmet, but that's going to be a touchdown. Going to be a touchdown for the Stallions. And so 15 plays, 87 yards, 7 minutes and 45 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock, guys. And so that's how you ice a game right there. And so Smith and the Stallions with the touchdown here. And so there you go. Just 39 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Let's see, extra point is good, and there you go. So it's 31-17 right there. And so, I mean, Smith's going all out here. Like he's saying goodbye, he's saying goodnight. They're acting like this is right here the championship. But we got one more round, guys. We got one more round. But man, they're enjoying this one. They're enjoying this one. So love the energy they have. Let's see. Mike says great performance by Smith, and so yes, can he do it for me one more time next week? But man, he played lights out. He played lights out. I mean, he exceeded my expectations for him. I mean, tremendous performance. Tremendous performance. I'll go ahead and recap here for the Birmingham Stallions. But Smith, 17 of 27, 190 yards passing, one touchdown, no interception. He had 7 carries, 48 yards, and a rushing touchdown. So he averaged almost 7 yards a carry. Longest run of the night was 17 yards. As a team, they had 27 carries for 107 yards. Scarborough, he had 11 carries for 39 yards. Marable's had 9 carries for 20 yards as well. Receiving wise, Hardy 5 catches, 74 yards. Mitchell 4 catches, 64 yards. Meanwhile, the Stallions, they're going to squib kick this one. And so it's picked up by the returner. 38 seconds. 35 seconds. Just running around there. Nothing going on there. So there you go. Old man says, congratulations, JB. Your team wanted it more than the Breakers. Appreciate that, old man. Appreciate that, absolutely. So, yeah, you guys still, I mean, even though Kyle, statistically speaking, has like, what, second most passing yards this season, he also had the second most, I think he had the most turnovers this season. So, you guys definitely need a quarterback that's not going to turn the ball over left and right. Some mistakes were made. Those 2 picks were costly. He threw a pick 6. Special teams didn't help either. If you take away that special teams play, you take away the pick 6 here, we're looking at about a tie ball game. So mistakes were made. But ultimately, glad to see my Stallions moving on for sure. But here we go, Breakers. And so, threw it right to the defensive back. That could have been another pick 6. You've got to be careful. Let's see, Mike says, Coach, watch your back. Mike says, gonna get wet, and you know they're gonna do it. You know they're gonna do it. I mean, right now, if I'm the coach, this is where you get paranoid. You're looking left and right, checking every single Gatorade bath there is. Breakers here with the football, gonna try to run the screenplay. Incomplete. Incomplete. Third down, coming up, 3rd and 10. Oh yeah, this coach, he's got his guard down too much. They're gonna get him, Mike. They're gonna get him. 3rd and 10 right here for the Breakers. Slaughter throws it, and it is caught. And for nostalgic sake here, he gets the first down here. That is Carnella again. I mean, what a game he had, though. You can blame a lot of guys, but you cannot blame him. He brought it today for the Breakers. I mean, he's got 11 catches, 140 yards receiving. And so, targeted 15 times. Longest catch of the day, 25 yards. 10 seconds left. They take the snap, looking. Gonna throw it to the back, and yet he's just dropping everything out there at this point. Ellis is just done. Ellis is like, just get me to the locker room. I am done. Don't want to get hit no more. I am done. Just 6 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. All right, so it's completed again to Carnella, who's going to finish the night with 12 catches, 154 yards, and 12 catches for 154 yards here for him. Big game for him, but an even bigger win for the Stallions. Let's go. We're going to the championship. There you go. Birmingham wins 31-17, but it was one heck of a game there. Breakers, one heck of a game. They made a couple mistakes there. They're going to be angry with themselves here as they know they had an opportunity in this one. But Smith, he balled out in this one. My goodness, did he play lights out in this one. He had a tremendous game here for the Stallions, and ultimately that ended up being a difference right there, because while Slaughter was 22 of 40 out there passing, 327 yards and a touchdown, he had 2 picks. Meanwhile, for the Stallions, Smith 17 of 27 out there, 190 yards and a touchdown pass, no picks. Also 7 carries for 48 yards as well. And so there you have it, guys. The game is finalized, and the Stallions will be going out to play Philadelphia in the championship next week, Sunday. But yeah, appreciate you guys so much for coming through here. Gonna go ahead and end the stream here. A little bit tired here, but appreciate you guys so much for coming through. It's been great. It's been real. And them Stallions will go on to the championship game here for what's going to be a showdown for sure in the championship game, guys. Can't wait to see it then. But yeah, you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and see you guys next time. Take care. Appreciate you guys for coming through.